with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as chat's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's sound mature for all to enjoy, like fresh when you're, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His supports us also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Most victim for across the board, we charge the war because the score can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machine. He's not burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if Andrew fanners chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of clawless cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Pre-stream's nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil's delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jet here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Wednesday, 25th of June, 2025. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed, and I hope you've had an enjoyable day so far, and week so far. As you can see, Phil Burrell is not Jet here. That's kind of normal these days. Phil doesn't usually turn up until between now and quarter past, roughly, usually. Sometimes later, if life is getting him, you know, and he's got some video calls with doctors or whatever, but yeah, Phil's usually a bit late to streams these days. He's getting later and later, which makes me think he's just sleeping in more and more. Because he's getting more and more lazier by the day, because he's drinking more and more into the night with every passing day. But yeah, it's as happy as there have been, guys. Honestly, it's as happy as there have been. But anyway, speaking of celebrating old people fucking waking up in time and all that jazz. Old bastard! We must give a quick shout out to WPIG, who has triumphantly returned. Their internet issues were stopping them from doing like that being said and all that jazz. But ALT has returned, as you can see. They're streaming right now. WPIG 1651 live on the air, you know, triumphant return to steal Phil's views and money and engagement and all that jazz. So if you've not yet, if you want to say hi to ALT and welcome him back, link is in the chat right there. So good friend of the channel, good friend of the show, good old ALT. You know what I mean? But then again, ALT's been around the block. He's friends with everyone since he's fucking been here since the dawn of time. So yeah, he knows everyone, ALT. But it's good to have him back. It's good to have him back online as well. I know he's kind of frustrated as well because that being said, to get cancelled a couple of times because of his internet issues and all that jazz. So it looks like he's back up and running now. I assume there'll be some sort of show plan, for that being said, between now, because so the final of Chicago Ring is on Saturday, I understand, but I think they want to try and get a show in before then. So I anticipate, I don't know, that's something you can ask, ask LT, go on WPIG and ask him when next That Being Said is going to be, if you're curious about that, you know what I mean. But I know That Being Said is planning their Chicken special on Saturday coming up, so there we go, good stuff indeed. So ALT is back, ready for that, so by all means feel free to go and say hi to him and all that jazz. Good stuff indeed, it's good to have him back. What else do we have? So Phil, there's a couple of things. This was clipped. Apparently Phil went and left his stream. So he went downstairs and he came back up again and we hit the goal. So Phil pretended to end the stream, left the room, came back 5 minutes later and checked if we got any donations and then ended the stream, which apparently meant to hit the goal. I don't know if I think this is from Phil's night stream, I'm not entirely sure. Let's see what the clip's like. I've not seen the clip yet. So I'm being told this is from the day stream.
Did this come through? I just came back into the office. I went downstairs to throw everything out. Did these all come through? Legit? Lance Catamaran.
It's a kick sub bomb. Kick sub bomb.
Gifted 8 subs as I went downstairs to throw out the trash. So we actually hit the goal.
Ain't no Phil at the end of the stream.
Lance, you really wait to like the absolute last moment, don't you?
Well, that's intentional. Look, Phil, like seeing you suffer and sweat and panic and getting a fucking like, don't you understand? This is the whole point of them doing this. They are giving you money at the last possible second because they find entertainment and amusement in you panicking for money. It's some sort of weird kind of. It's like being cut, but financially. You know.
This is the second time he's done this.
So Phil was short. So Phil had $114. He was short of the goal, whatever. And so this person waits until the last possible second when Phil's at his most panicky and and worried, or whatever. And they say, okay, fine, let's give him the money and see see the joy in his face. Let's see his fucking noise. He was close to losing it face, whatever. And then all of a sudden he gets his at last second release of financial security.
Where he does it when the stream's going offline and I don't get to talk about it because I wasn't here. Well, it did count. They came through. So now we are at 31 goals.
Wait a second. Phil said it was 8 gifted subs, didn't he? Hold on a second. How many gifted subs? So Phil was on $114. It's $5 per sub. Oh wait, yeah, of course. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that is Phil was on 154. Yeah, my bad. So yeah, that took him to 154 in total. I forgot to math for a second, my bad.
8 subs. 154. Yup, we hit it. Alright, well, I guess we'll do it. It's better late than never. Thank you to everyone for supporting the stream today. I appreciate it very, very much. And you guys are awesome. Thank you for...
You guys are also... Hell, those guys were fucking awful. Those guys were let you down, Phil. Those guys were a disappointment to you until one person wailed out and saved the fucking stream for you and made it a fucking triumphant stream instead of a fucking disaster stream. Like, if Lance Caterman had not done that one singular contribution, that would have fucking resulted in a fucking 10+ minute daily crap, and we all fucking know it. So Phil fucking applauding everyone else, and there's one fucking person that's responsible for Phil fucking hitting the goal, as per usual. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother watching the fucking rest of it, man. It's like fucking ridiculous copium. Fuck it. What else?
Now, why are you supporting now? Mozzie did it too.
Seriously, why are you supporting now? Why are you supporting now? How fucking dare you support now? I didn't schedule a support to happen. Why are you supporting now? What a fucking ungrateful bastard.
$2 super chat. He says he loves to see you beg and squirm. Yeah, but I didn't. I didn't beg or squirm. I did the gameplay.
Phil, you did beg and squirm. I didn't beg and squirm. Oh, you fucking think so, do you? So Mazzy is pointing out that... So Mazzy is fucking giving Phil $2 there. To point out Lance Caterman likes to watch Phil beg and squirm, which is what I just fucking said. That's precisely the whole point of it. They find entertainment in your desperation. And then when they fulfill it, they fucking like that. It's like they're providing... They're just fucking illustrating how important they are to you. Like, without them, you would have had a very bad day. That's how they get off, I guess.
I mentioned it. I did the DSP tries. That was it. You know, today I was so busy with this other shit trying to finish this boss fight. I didn't even care. You know, I didn't even mention it.
Boss.
And DSP is the GOAT just did a $5 super chat. So now we far exceeded the goal. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so very much. We will be doing this new Sonic Pickle menu as the next DSP tries it. It comes
This
on
is
the 30th.
ridiculous.
So we have a few, days to hit it. No problem. And thank you guys for the early support here. We're now at 31 out of 40. I'll see you tonight for Mario Kart, guys.
Who cares?
All right, peace out. See you then.
Who fucking cares? Utterly pathetic. Utterly pathetic. Anyway, so that was a clip by Dragonism, and Dragonism clipped this as well, of course, I hope that the legal mindset one day in the near future takes a look at Darkseid Phil and his law claims, as the H3 lawsuit has given DSP the idea that he can sue and easily win in any lawsuit he decides to file against anyone who's streaming or uploading his content. In case you guys have never seen it before.
Let's get here.
So Bob Starsky had asked legal mindset the quick question.
Let's get here. Bob Starsky says, do you think Darkseid Phil has a case to sue like Ethan thinks he does? I think I saw Darkseid Phil commenting somewhere else, but Darkseid Phil is a different matter entirely. Yep. And by the way, I don't think he's registered any of his stuff. I mean, nope. Darkseid Phil, that's a whole separate thing. And yeah. we would need to talk about that. Let's
Yeah.
get here.
So that was also a clip that, you know, that was a couple of days ago. And since then, Phil has put on his legal hat and decided he knows the law better than anyone else on the planet.
Well, someone tipped $5 and says, and by the way, I'm going to skip some of what they said.
Hold on a second, hold on. Broside Phil is saying, I need you to run an experiment. I need you. Okay, so hold on. He wants me to see these words, okay? okay. Let me make sure I'm going to speak clear and coherently for you, okay? I plan to sue Phil. How's that, bro? That good enough for you? Is that good for you? Is that your experiment concluded? Is that a successful experiment? I hope that's a good experiment for you. I hope I fulfilled the thing you wanted me to fucking do for your experiment. I plan to sue Phil.
She's a big fucking bitch.
For God's sake. Thank you, Broside Phil, for the $10. I said I can't stop myself. Wait, hold on. Who the hell? Oh, I get it. Super crazy. Okay, I get it. I get it now. I finally... Okay, hold on. I got the reference. I was a bit late to the fucking party, but I finally got the reference. I took the scenic route to fucking get the fucking point and the reference. I took the scenic route to get there. So I understand the reference now. Oh, God. Jade's here early. What's Jade got to say?
Squeaky wheels. Jade tipped £1. Squeak, 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 squeak. I too like to see my ELS girlfriend beg and squirm when I hold her Robinal medicine that treats her ALS. She in return takes my chair from me while I'm on the changing table.
What the fuck?
Jesus!
Jade, TMI. TMI, Jade. Wait, that's just weird. It's depraved. I get often withholding my partner's medication. Jesus Christ, man. That's fucking dark, Jade. That's fucking dark. Hold on, I think I need to call somebody. 2 seconds. Me fucking wheel his arse to get some serious questions going on there. Jesus Christ, Jade's a fucking depraved animal. I thought Jade was like a wee innocent wee soul, but God, no. No. There's some darkness going on behind those, soulless eyes of his. Jesus. But yeah, there we go. Thank you for the contribution, Jade, you fucking depraved wee lunatic. Anyway. Jesus Christ. So Phil's fucking legal takes is fucking crazy. And obviously, Dragonism was just hoping that Legal Mindset will one day visit those kind of takes and kind of analyse it. What's Phil saying? Oh, for God's sake. Good morning, all. The Takis are out of my system. Nobody asked, Phil. Nobody asked. I mean, literally in Phil's chat, nobody asked. Well, I guess heavy rain. Phil survived the Wendy's overnight. And Phil jumped on that fucking comment. Like, no, fuck off. Fuck off. Oh my God, man. Jesus Christ. Early scat talk. I mean, possibly if scat talk's in the card, I'm going to tick that some bitch. Fuck it, why not? Yeah, I've got some early scat talk fucking immediately. But yeah, also, I mean, people, you remember some of fucking Phil's bizarre fucking legal takes from yesterday? If not, here's a quick reminder.
All right, on purpose. And if they know what they said in their message, I hope they understand why I'm skipping it. But thank you for $5. And they said, while you have some satire viewers, do you think your detractor circles are declining? Can you see them eventually dying out? What I think has happened is there's 2 distinct groups now when it comes to people on the internet who are negative towards me. One group is very much just not harmful whatsoever.
So I personally attribute pretty much the majority of detractors in this group. We all have fun making fun. We all enjoy ourselves making fun of Phil. We point at the fucking stupid shit he does, and we make videos and live streams about the fucking stupid shit that Phil fucking does. We point and laugh at the bad man being bad and doing bad things and saying bad things or whatever, and oh shit, that is us. We don't go out of our fucking ways to try and harm Phil. We just fucking point out his fucking stupidity to to an audience.
They're here to laugh at me and my bad gameplay every once in a while, and they're the ones who are going on like X or TikTok or Reddit or whatever the hell the social media is, and they're making a post about me, right? And who cares? It's, oh, gaming journalist sucks at Mario Kart. Okay, big deal. People have been making fun of my gameplay since I started on the internet. So I don't, who gives a shit about that, right?
I mean, you do. You bring it up on a regular basis. You seem upset about it on a regular basis. It gets you on a regular basis. You clearly are rattled by it. And yet you fucking spend like 10 minutes sometimes ranting and reading about it, and then you fucking end your fucking coping session by saying, I don't care.
Those people go for it. And, it all started with This Is How You Don't Play, 13 plus years ago? And now they don't it's not even prominent anymore. Now, it's basically people posting on social media that are getting all the attention, right? Because everything's now instantly digestible. Everyone wants a little clip. No one even wants to see a 4-hour compilation video anymore. Everyone just wants to see the little joke and then move on to the next, right?
I love how Phil's fucking aware of the fact that people want and prefer digestible content, and yet he refuses to provide it himself. Like, he's fully aware that people on YouTube these days would prefer more digestible content, and yet here he is uploading 90-minute parts, unedited, all in one fucking go. Here's like fucking 3 90-minute long videos of me playing this game today. Like, wow, Phil, this is not really easy to watch in one go. This is quite a lot to fucking throw at us, and a lot of it's boring because of a lot of dead air and all that shit. Because that's what I'm saying, Phil. So he's aware. He's fully cognizant of the situation. Like, he knows what people would prefer content wise. He just refuses to fucking adapt it himself just because he's a lazy bastard.
It's the evolution of this kind of content. But the other side of it, the harmful side, are these insanely obsessed people who literally every day micromanage every word that I say.
And that makes no fucking sense in its fucking own. How can we micromanage every word you fucking say? I feel like I'm proving Phil's point by just fucking picking apart the things he says, but his fucking narrative there makes no fucking sense.
Micro-analyze every single thing that's done on the stream, turn everything into a negative, to do something defamatory or slanderous, to have
You would need to ask Dragonism about that. You would need to ask Dragonism that. So that's I'm taking it from their tweet. This is their tweet, their clips, whatever. You would need to ask that. But me, I still remember the fucking days where I used things like fucking fraps to record gameplay. That's how fucking old I am, but there you go.
Old bastard!
Good old fucking fraps fucking recording my gameplay way back when, the fucking like mid-2000s and all that shit.
Content, which isn't content, it's literally non-tent. It's lies and bullshit for the sake of drama, right? But
why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Then they make this bad content that's a lie, and then millions of people...
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Oh, thank you very much to Larry for gifting a membership, and that membership went to Ralphie. So there you go. Ralphie just became a member because of Larry's generosity. So thank you, Larry, for gifting a member. Very kind of you indeed. If we get 4 more new or rejoining members, that gives us a free space. So there we go. Excellent stuff indeed. Thank you very much.
Dunces, watch it,
No, just rewind that just so we can get the full context.
the lie, and then millions of people who are dunces watch it, digest it, and think it's real. And then you get these crazy people who actually think that, like, oh, well, Phil's a horrible person because of the video so-and-so put out today, and he deserves nothing, and I wish death upon him and his family, and gee, what can I do today to make his life miserable? Can I troll in his chat? Can I charge him back? Can I harass this? Can I do that? Can I find someone who contributed and stalk them on the internet?
I mean, we can't remember. Also, this is Dragonism like clip from earlier on, but there's lots of this. You know what I mean? There's it's basically such a quick summary of all the fucking bizarre legal takes that Phil had yesterday. Long story short, Phil believes he can sue every single detractor that makes illegal content about him, which is a really fucking bizarre take. It really fucking is. Long story short, Phil has no idea what he's talking about legally. He thinks he fucking does, but he clearly fucking doesn't. Fuck it. Anyway. Before Phil goes live, I want to show you the compilation. So Snort Hogan put a compilation yesterday from Phil's gameplay from last night. Apparently, Phil had a horrendous time playing Mario Kart 3. He didn't get a single race. He didn't win a single race. He had a nightmare of a time. And yeah, there was a couple of troll names racing against him as well. And before I play the video, I just want to share you a screenshot that was sent to me by Prophet. Prophet shared me a screenshot to kind of illustrate how Phil's night went. So there you go. So we have something like this to look forward to, you know. So keep an eye out for that particular racer in this compilation here. So we're going to watch this at 1.5 speed. You know, let's just try and, you know, let's just see how bad it was for him.
I'm already feeling the aftermath of DSP Tries It, for the record. I'm hoping it won't affect tonight's stream. I already did get affected by it. So we'll see how tonight goes. Hopefully it's not hindered too much. Seriously, I hope not. I guess we'll see how it goes, all right? Yikes. What color was the toilet? I didn't look.
Oh, Jesus Christ, there's no fuck. No, can we just skip ahead to the gameplay? Fuck this. I feel like I just want to skip ahead to the gameplay. For God's sake. I'm skipping ahead to the gameplay. I'm not enduring him fucking spending 5 minutes talking about how fucking destroyed his toilet was because of the fucking Wendy's meal. Fuck off. I'm just skipping ahead to the gameplay portion. I don't want to deal with that crap.
Advice on the game. So let's see what they have to say here. They say, a couple things I don't know if you know about. First, characters do affect stats in Mario Kart. Big heavy characters will give karts and bikes higher speed and weight, but lower acceleration and handling. Small light characters do the opposite, and mid-range characters do give more even stats. I didn't know that. I thought they were all exactly the same. Secondly, if you set up your own lobby, if you set up a knockout tour with items turned off, I don't know if you're interested in that. No, I mean, I understand that. Listen, when I play this game, I complain because there's been multiple times where I've been in the lead and I only lose or even get knocked out of the running because I get hit with multiple items in a combo, which is ridiculous, right? Like, if I get hit by the blue shell, I'm already going to get downgraded. Why do I then need to get hit by another 4 items in a row and now I'm in last place? I was in first, right? That I think is stupid. But items are a core gameplay mechanic of Mario Kart. Mario Kart with no items is kind of lame in my opinion. So I am going to play this with items, even if I bitch about it all night long. All right, so the way we're doing it, everyone, for a $10 contribution tonight, you can pick the racer that I use.
No way. How does he find a way to try and monetize every single game he plays? It's not just enough to fucking enjoy the content you're watching. No. If you throw him extra fucking money, you get to pick him. You get to pick him picking one person, one character for one race. That doesn't sound like value. $10. Hold on. Wait, what's the full deal, Phil? Let me rewind and get the full deal here.
All right, so the way we're doing it, everyone, for a $10 contribution tonight, you can pick the racer that I use. For $20, you can pick a Kart. So we had 2 people who did giant.
What? $10 you pick the character, for $20 you get to pick the vehicle. Why? Why is that a deal? For one race or whatever?
Well, not giant, but significant sub-bombs. And they said, we don't really want to pick, so we'll let your viewer over on YouTube, Jade, select. And Jade said, let's do Bowser Jr. and regular Bowser tonight. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let's do that.
Phil is first. Hold on. Hold on. How did he screw that up? Phil was in first place here. How did he manage to screw this up? All you had to do was aim for the massive hole, Phil.
What the? I didn't even know that could happen. I had no idea that could actually happen. Wow. Well, just like that, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I did too many air tricks, and it cost me. Holy crud. Hit by an item, nothing I can do there. Hit by another item, nothing I can do there. Oh, man, I was doing so good. I was coming back. Nah, I'm not going to make it. Nope. Well, what can I do? It was a good run. I was in first. I had no idea you could air trick too much and kill yourself like that. I was air tricking like crazy. Next thing I know, I hit the wall. Oh, you could do that? Man. Well, I'm learning now, right? You'll learn through experience. Now I know when you're doing these flying things, don't go insane, right? Do not go insane. Do not go crazy air tricking. Be careful and control your vehicle. All right. All right. That was a decent start. I would have done a lot better if I didn't goof it up, but that was my fault. I mean, who else could take the blame for that one but me? I completely boned myself in that one. Here's a new Bowser Jr. I like it. Biker Bowser. Let's do that. State, I want to do that. That was a good bike for me. 2 super chats came in. We had Nick with a $2 super chat, and he said, "Is Jade a family member?" No, he is not. But he is a friend and a frequent.
That's a fantastic one. Is Jade a family member? What a question. What a question to ask, because Jade gets special treatment and preferential treatment. Is Jade a family member? No, but he is a severely disabled fan who gives Phil at least $20 every single month thanks to the Ultra membership tier, and so Phil's going to give them special attention because of that. Plus, obviously, Phil likes to fucking, he likes to fucking pretend he's a fan of accessibility by, paying close attention to the fucking supporters with needs, Super Blind Man, for example, Phil. I'm a proud ally of the accessibility fucking, gamers. I know Super Blind Man, he's in my chat, therefore I care. He likes to fucking pretend to care for those in need.
Viewer, and I appreciate him checking my stuff out.
Also, Phil called him a friend.
Is Jade a family member? No, he is not. But he is a friend and a frequent viewer, and I appreciate him checking my stuff out, as always, and supporting. I don't care about
I mean, it's a kind of strange friendship where he gives you shit tons of money, and in return, you don't play games with him while fucking shouting him out occasionally. It seems like we have a toxic relationship there, Phil. I wouldn't call it a fucking friendship, personally.
Everyone has items here, look. Everyone has, yeah, oh my lord. Oh my god, getting completely destroyed. Alright, let's try to catch up here. As soon as I went to use it, oh no! Completely boned by the lightning. 100% boned by the lightning, wow. Sheesh. No items! No items! Can't believe I just got hit. I had no idea it would touch me. He actually drove off the road in order to flatten me. What a dickhead. He slowed himself down to flatten me. What did Wario have against Bowser? So sadly, this is what the problem is. If I get hit by lightning and stuff, I cannot accelerate. I have such poor acceleration, I'm always going to go to like last. What? Wait, what? I actually did get past 20th. And
No, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't. So why do you think you're past 20th?
I have such poor acceleration.
Let's analyse
I'm
this.
always gonna go like last.
Let's analyse this then, shall we? Here we go. So Phil is 21st here. He needs to get past Libby, who's in 20th. It's close, but look at that. Who crosses the line first? Libby. I mean, where does the finish line begin? Is it at the start of this thing, or is it the end of the thing? This is the thing. Where does the race end? Is it that thing right there? I mean, you can argue it's a dead heat at that point, but nah. Libby, I think, has crossed the line first there. Libby, I think, has just crossed the fucking line there. To me, Libby won it by like a fucking hair, but it was a very close run thing. And there's an excellent question by Sonny. Why did Phil sit on the bullet? Did Phil have the bullet?
I have such poor acceleration, I'm always going to go to like last.
So, did he have the bullet? He has the golden mushroom and the bullet. He has both of them. Oh, he had to use up the golden mushroom as fast as possible, and then he fucking applied he went for the bullet. Could Phil have chosen the bullet bill instead of the mushroom? Or was he forced to use the golden mushroom?
What? Wait, what? I actually did get past 20th, and they didn't give it to me. I was in 21st, I used the bullet, I passed 2 people, and it said I was eliminated. That's complete nonsense.
Well, because Phil was forced to use the golden mushroom, as you know, he couldn't transfer to the bullet in time, and that screwed him over, it seems. Phil is going live. Oh, great! So Phil's going live. We'll just put him on pause. Fuck it, you know, we'll just fucking put him on pause, and we'll enjoy the rest of his compilation, shall we?
100% baloney. It said 21st, and I hit it, and you saw me pass people, and they claimed I still didn't get 20th. It's like I said, this game's, what you're seeing is not representative of what's actually happening in the race. It's just not. You're actually seeing something that's not actually what's going down in the race. It's what they want.
But Phil, what do you have to compare it to? Are you about to fucking complain about lag and all that shit, you know, this one and like, you know, online tactics or whatever? What do you have to compare this to?
I want you to see to make it look fluid, but did you notice in that match, the guy that was in first was teleporting back and forth before? The connections are not good. It's just like everything. They use this netcode to fool you, but it's not good. You're jumping all over the place all the time. Oh man, I got owned, completely comboed. I don't even know what hit me. I know there's a boomerang. I don't know. I'm done now. Because now I can't get speed back. No items, no speed, can't do jack. I'm so done. Oh, come on. Oh my lord, I'm so boned now. No, come on, I couldn't see it.
You drove right into it, Phil.
Oh no, I'm done, that's it. No way to catch up. Damn, the green shell booby trap got me. What skin do I have on right now? It's like Biker Bowser, I think. Damn, I got hit by so many items. It was like Combo City. I just kept hitting things left and right. Thank you for that. We're at 96. 96 bucks of support. We're well on our way to the goal, guys. Thank you so much for your support tonight. Remember, 10 bucks in a contribution. You can pick a racer. 20 bucks, you can pick a cart. I'll be doing Rosalina next with the real racer. Nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. It's 2 in a row. I was doing fine, but when I hit the guy, it pushed me into the car, which I didn't know would happen. Dude, I'm screwed. I can't get anything going. There's no items. I'm done. It's over. This is the qualification right here. Yeah, I'm done. I can't get up to him. Nope. No, it's over. Dude, I was in first, dominating the whole race. Then all of a sudden it was hit, 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 and that was it. There was no opportunity to ever come back from being hit multiple times. Didn't play poorly.
Phil, you drove into multiple cars head on.
There's nothing you can do. Literally no chance. That's Mario Kart. I didn't have the, I didn't have any items to avoid the blue shell. Like, I think the feather and the speaker avoids the blue shell, and I didn't have either one. So
oh, God help us all. Apparently, Phil's having tech issues. Hold on. Let's just, Phil's having tech issues. Let's just fast forward to the start of the show. We're not going to start yet, okay? We're not going to start yet. I'm just kind of preparing to start, you know. That's what Phil's wearing today for curious. He's gone, oh, for God's sake. Timu fucking Tommy Versetti. Right, so let's just make sure. Hold on. Just make sure we're on 1.5 speed and 1080p and all that jazz. Letting the build up, letting the speed up just build up, you know. We're still going to put them on pause, keep them on there while we keep enjoying this Mario compilation.
There was nothing I could do about that at all. Okay. Wow, couldn't see him. There's no way I could even see him at all. Well, now I'm boned. They all cluster on me, all with items. They all hit me and I can't do anything. Look, they all cluster on me, they all hit me. I'm driving amazingly well and I get screwed by that nonsense. Not being outplayed, just complete nonsensical bullshit. There's no power-ups on this thing. How am I supposed to catch up to them? Where are all the damn power-ups? Well, I got screwed. I can't drift. I'm trying so hard. It's really hard to drift on this stage. Well, he wins. Unless someone does blue shell, he wins. What happened? Oh, come on! They gave him an offensive weapon. They didn't give me one.
They gave you a bomb. A bomb.
Well, 4th place. That sucks. They gave them offensive weapons. I didn't get nothing.
4th place, otherwise known as first-ranked American.
Wow. All right, well, 4th place ain't bad, right? And I was in first heading into the top 4, and then bad luck. What's weird, I couldn't take the turns I was trying. It seemed like the turns were really sharp, and for this build that I have, this Rosalina and what is it, real racer build, it was hard. I couldn't get the curves. It's doing good, though. I was in first for a lot of the race, so not bad, not bad. Pretty good. Okay.
Apparently, Phil has had to restart his stream. This is why we build up speed up juice. You know what I mean? We'll just deal with it as we come. You know what I mean? Phil's having tech issues apparently. You know what I mean? I guess that's what happens when he doesn't try and prepare anything beforehand, and he just fucking stumbles drunkenly to his bed 5 minutes before stream's due to go live.
Yeah. Pretty good. I'm getting better, right? Here, let's quit out of this. Jimmy did a $5 super chat and says he saw that you ate Wendy's and turned your bathroom into a biohazard zone. Much love from Los Santos, so keep grinding. Thank you, Jimmy. Indeed, my bathroom suffered tonight, but it's all in the name of content.
Who fucking cares?
Right? Thank you. 113 bucks of support. We still have an hour left. Thank you guys. Let's split the part here. When we come back, more Mario Kart World Madness. Can I actually win one? I'm getting closer and closer. We'll see. Very nice.
Nope.
Excuse me. I'm just going to stretch my legs here for a second, everyone. We're going to continue on. Another race or two with Rosalina. Then we have Baby Mario on deck. And then if someone else contributes 10 bucks, you can choose another character as well. But I just want to stretch for a sec. Hold on.
Oh,
let's continue, guys. Thank
bastard.
you. Such amazing support so far tonight. We're on pace to hit that goal tonight. Thank you all so very much. Let's do it. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mario Kart World Knockout Tour Nights.
He attempted the shortcut and got zapped right before it. The one time that Phil actually tries to go for a shortcut and it blows up in his face.
What is this nonsense? Are you kidding? I have absolutely no speed at all.
What did you think was going to happen, Phil? He got zapped. He lost momentum.
Oh, that was awful. What a horrible time to get hit by lightning. I see a shortcut, I gotta take it. And that happened. Man. You want, oh, and then I don't get an item. This is ridiculously bad luck right now. Oh, come on. Oh, oh, come on. Insanely bad luck. Just more bad luck. Wow, puts it down right in front of me. Yeah, I'm done. I can't catch up. Nope. Last place. Awful luck. All right, one more with Rosalina. First match went really well. Second match went atrociously bad. Super bad luck. Damn. That sucked. Big time. Big time. I go from top 4 to last place. This goes to show how the game is. It is so random. Top 4.
Isn't that the appeal of Mario Kart, though? You know, the fact that the matter is, it's such a fucking random fun game. You know, it's not just about skill. You know, I mean, obviously there's like the strategy as to when to use power-ups and how to use power-ups as well, but a lot of the time as well, it's just down to luck. That's what's so... that's what makes the game so fun, Phil. And here you are, Kart, crying about it and complaining about it.
Where I was literally in first place half the time in the race, then last place.
Who fucking cares?
Great. I feel bad people are wagering their points on Kick, and apparently a bunch of people just lost an insane amount of points on that. I'm very sorry about that.
You feel better because people on Kick lost points. Wow, what a fucking depraved human being. Imagine getting joy out of your own audience losing points on a wager on Kick. Fuck hell, like that makes Phil's soul feel so much fucking better. You know what I mean?
And that's somebody right there who's already got a compromised moral compass.
I swear I'm not trying to sandbag or anything, but the game is like that. Completely unpredictable. See what I mean about the open world? There's nothing in it. Look, what does this even exist for? What am I doing right now?
What were you hoping for? A fucking drive to McDonald's or something?
What's the point? Just empty. Wow. How on earth? Wow. So there was no way for me to see a blue shell was going to hit someone in first place directly in front of me. Then there was a second hit from off screen that hit me from behind. No way I could have seen that. What the heck? Dude, are you for real? Did you see that? I was power sliding and max boosting. It was an insane combo of things to completely destroy me. Insane combo.
I mean, should we check it as saying combo again, just to see what happened? So Phil gets hit by, first of all, what happens? So he got hit by that shell. This, you know, this golden shell. That flips him over, okay. And then he gets, well, nothing else happens there, it looks like. Then he just dries, he gets squashed. So he kind of rolls into the path of somebody driving, and he got flattened.
What the heck? Dude.
So two things happened. He got golden shelled, and then he got squished. And then obviously he just kind of ended up in the fucking dirt. And that was it. Because that was, I would blame him being in the dirt. That's his fault. I'd say it's his fault he ended up in the dirt.
Are you for real? Did you see that? I was power sliding and max boosting. It was an insane combo of things to completely destroy me. Insane combo. I can't even say what all the things were. I'm not sure. What is going on? What is hitting me? I can't even see right now. Yo, what happened? Literally, what happened? It was just amazing amounts of hits out. You can't even see any of them or make heads or tails of anything that's going on. And then I get a good item, I go to use it, and it doesn't work, and the screen goes black. Amazing. All right. Nope. All right, we're gonna switch now to Mario Jr. Mario Jr. is the only other character that we actually have set. So after that, whatever you guys want, let me know. And on contributions, a $10 contribution, and you can select who I pick next. Okay. By the way, I just realized I forgot to put the chair cover on my chair tonight. I don't think it was that big of a deal, was it? So DJ and DJ did a $2 super chat saying, next DSP tries to try African country. They don't have any African food out here, sadly. I've never had it, so I don't even know what it's like, but yeah, it's not possible, sadly. And there's a $5 tip. In the open world, there's not 396 P-switch quests to complete, 150 panels to find, and 200 peach coins to collect. Yes, but they don't do anything. The P-blocks, I'm not kidding you, the P-blocks give you stickers that have absolutely no effect on the game. Like, those open world things are just things to do as distractions, but they don't give you anything. You unlock all the racers and all of the carts just by driving. So you don't actually need to use the open world ever. It's completely worthless. They should have had something in there like a challenge or some kind of a story or something. It's literally a waste of time. I don't know why they did that. Because the thing is, I do like that all the courses are connected. And I do actually enjoy how you have the lead-ins between courses, and I love Knockout Tour. I think Knockout Tour is the best part because it connects all the courses. But the fact they didn't implement the open world to anything significant is pretty sad. So, okay. Thank you for the $5 tip. We're at 120. Joggin Muse just gifted 2 subs on Kick. That means that Joggin Muse will get to choose the next character after Baby Mario. We're now at 130 of support tonight. Thank you guys so much. Oh my god, did you see that? He tossed a banana peel wildly up. It landed directly in front of me. Nope, can't make it. Damn, dude. It literally went up. It went up. And it just arced, like the perfect arc. And it landed right in front of me. Like, ah, wow. That's like the slow tossing arc in basketball. Like, shh. It lands right in you. Damn. Jake Kuma says, how are the races going? Pretty well. Pretty well. We made we made top 4 once. We made top 8 a couple times. Or we're doing all right. We just haven't won one tonight, but we're doing good, pretty good. Sometimes I'm sitting in first for a long time. Darkside Jasper has gifted a sub tonight. Thank you, Darkside Jasper.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're sitting in first for some times. If you're fucking not ending in first, that's the main thing. Like, races like this is, I mean, I kind of like the premise of races like this because obviously you don't need to be first at any point in the entire race until the very final four are competing. You only need to fucking get first place one time ever to win the entire fucking thing. Kind of a cool concept, that, you know? As long as you're not fucking, you know, outside the fucking, you know, the relegations or whatever.
135. We're only 15 bucks away from the goal. We still have Yoshi on deck after Baby Mario. Okay, so Yoshi is coming up, and then after that, it's all up for grabs depending on what you guys want. Whoever supports. 10 bucks to pick a racer tonight. You lost $800 gambling today, or else you would support such a good deal. You already lost 800, and 10 more ain't gonna hurt nothing. You might as well just go ahead and drop the 10 and pick a character. I mean, come on. You're already in the hole. You're already boned. It's not gonna get any better, that's for sure.
What a fucking dick. that is a classic DSP thing to fucking say, though. You've already lost $800 gambling. Well, sure you can afford to fucking waste 10 more on me. No sympathy whatsoever for other people's financial plights. Few fucking no wonder his fucking fans go through bankruptcy on a regular basis.
Everyone has a zillion items. What is going on? How do they all have that many items? I'm done. I can't do nothing. Nope. If they all have items, I couldn't do anything. Literally, every one of them was using items at once. I never got one, even though I don't know. There's also a $2 super chat from Iris who says, "What brand of shoes is my favorite? For purely comfort purposes, New Balance. I've owned 3 different pairs of New Balance sneakers, and every single pair has felt insanely comfortable to me. So, and I compared it with other ones too, like Adidas, or Asics, or Under Armour, and others. And I'm sorry, New Balance just feels so comfy. I love them.
Old bastard!
Missed it. I missed the item. Oh my god, I can't believe I missed it. It's over. I can't catch up. I have no speed in this thing. All I have is acceleration, no speed. Of course he had an item. You know, like what am I gonna do? They gave him a good item. That's it. It's over. No way I can catch it.
You could have fucking not driven right next to him so he could fucking use said item. You basically fucking invited him to use the item by fucking just driving immediately next to him.
Yeah. Was I outplayed? Oh.
Yes! You drove next to somebody, they used their item, and you fucking couldn't catch up.
Like, they just kept giving me crap items over and over. I got like almost no good items that whole time. I got 1 lightning bolt. I just was not getting anything good. Damn, look at this. Look at this Yoshi. What is this Matsuri Yoshi?
Who fucking
You have to head out or have a good
cares?
night, Captain. See you later, man. Matsuri Yoshi. All right. Ooh. Fun racing night, everybody. It's been fun. Matsuri Yoshi. Yellow Yoshi. So what were the stats of this? I'm just curious. See, it's all acceleration, no speed, and no weight. Exactly. So if we're on a straightaway, and I don't need to accelerate, I'm getting owned. Let me see if I can find one that's a little better. Let's go with this one. Let's go with Funky Dory. Let's try that. Dory is the dolphin, right? From Super Mario World. How many wins do I have overall? 1. I beat this mode once. It's just so random to get the win, but everyone is constantly drafting good items if they're behind you. Passed right through him. Finally got him on the board, but he hit me. We hit each other. That was pretty epic, actually. I hit him, he hit me. It was a trade. Oh, random shells. Random fucking shells. Of course, direct hit. Direct freaking hit. No way to avoid it. Another direct hit. No way to avoid it. Sheesh.
What do you mean no way to avoid it? You could have fucking driven on the right hand side instead.
Nah, this is just a mess. I can't even speed up again. Sucks. What hit me? Yeah, I hit
The car. You got squished between someone else and the car.
the car, but the car didn't make me spin. What made me spin? I literally don't know.
The car fell.
What exploded? What happened? Couldn't see anything. What? It said I was in 11th.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. So you were in 12th here. So hold on, how did Phil... So Phil needed to make top 12. Why did the... Hold on just a second. This is a bit strange. This is a bit sus, actually. Hold on. So Phil's in 12th here. Be 12 or better. Who sniped Phil? So Phil's in 12th here. There's no one on the right. There's no one on the left, I think. Where did the... And the thing disappears. I don't know why things disappear at the side here. Who sniped him? That is a bit strange. Who sniped him? Hold on. I have no idea. Somebody did finish it. Who? I'm looking at the top there. The top right there. I'm trying to see who the hell could have got him. There is a there. Look on the left. Look on the left, guys. I think this guy here, over here, like did a wee sneaky thing, and I think they like grinded the rail on the left hand side there. I mean, is there a rail on the left hand side? I assume there has to be some sort of shortcut or something there. But yeah, it looks like they got sniped with the guy on the left hand side.
What? It said I was in 11th. It said you needed top 12. I was in 11th, and then whatever. The game is randomly stupid. It said I was in 11th as I crossed the finish line. Great game.
That one was a bit fucking weird, you know what I mean? But I think Phil got sniped right at the fucking death by somebody in the far left.
I told you the online play is not accurate at all. It's nonsense. What you're seeing actually isn't what's going on in the game. Sometimes you're seeing a misrepresentation of where everyone actually is, which is horrible for a game that's supposed to be online competitive. But that's the netcode they went with this game, so sure, cool.
It's an arcade racing game, you fucking weirdo.
This guy, dude, that was like 6 to 7 different things. How exactly do you expect me to stop 7 items in a row from hitting me from behind?
Oh my god. Guys, do you see it? Do you see the name of the person in front of Phil? Oh my god. Seriously. So Phil broadcast this to his stream, to his audience. They saw this. Let's watch Ket's gun overtake Phil. I want to believe they slowed down just so they can stayed right in front of Phil.
It's over. I did nothing wrong. I drove absolutely perfectly. They hit me with 7 items from behind. 7 items. I had 3 shells that absorbed, a bomb that absorbed, 2 more came by and missed, and then a 7th item hit me, and then another one hit me. What would you like me to do exactly, game? All right, this next one will be the last one for the night, everybody. I lost my shell. What happened? I had a green shell. It disappeared. Nothing I can do about this. I'm done. I'm actually getting eliminated because I was in first and someone hit me with a blue shell. There's actually, look at that. I'm getting eliminated because I was in first and someone hit me with an inescapable blue shell. What a great competitive game. Amazing. I play extra well. I'm in first. Blue shell. You get eliminated instantly.
Who fucking
Amazing
cares?
game. I will do one more because that was so fast. That was incredibly stupid. Jake Kuma says if you're top 3, try to hold a mushroom so that way you can recover when you get hit. Yeah, that's a good idea. Didn't do anything. I'm in 11th. It's over. You've got to be kidding. Dude, I had a bullet. I got out of the bullet. Immediately after getting out of the bullet, I get hit by a random item. You're eliminated. All right. Well, I did my best. Literally nothing I could do about it at all. Again, the game is fun, but it's just not a serious game in any way, shape, or form. You can't...
Well, no shit. It's an arcade. Not a serious game. When your audience tried to tell you a serious multiplayer online game, you told them to fuck off and stop trying to fucking, you know, get you beat to be humiliated. You know, you complained when your audience offered you a suggestion for a serious multiplayer online racing game. You called them like detractors and trolls for trying to fucking make you look bad and playing a game where other people are going to be fucking better than you. So he's complaining that Mario Kart is not a serious online racing game. A game that's designed for children. And yet he's going to also fucking say, well, I don't know if I can play a multiplayer online racing game because everyone's going to fucking be better than me.
Take it seriously. How could you? Like, literally, how could you? The match where I was in first the entire time, get hit by a shell, eliminated instantly. Okay. You can dodge the blue shell with a rewind. You need the timing. Otherwise, use a mushroom right before you get to hit the iframes to avoid it. What is a rewind? I don't know what that is. What's a rewind? I really would like to know what is the use of the feather. It seems completely worthless. Like, it doesn't do anything because you could jump anyway if you charge the power slide button. You could jump anyway, so why do you need a feather to do it? Right? Okay. Alright, well, I do hope that you guys enjoyed Mario.
It was awful, Phil. It was awful. Garbage, fucking awful fucking gameplay from you as per fucking usual. Anyway, we need to fucking play bingo. We're fucking miles behind. We need to fucking get going in bingo. As you can see, it's back to a 5x5 bingo card for tonight's bingo show. And of course, to generate a bingo card, I'm going to need a bingo number to this. So the very second number in chat I see will be the number I use to raise bingo card. So whoever's second. Dips was first with 89, and second was Sunny with 56. So we're going to go with Sunny and 56 because they were the second bingo number in the chat. So there we go. We need Phil to say and do the following for today's show. We need Phil to say so anyway. Members shocked. Him mentioning RGB stuff. And Tim saying in fact. The second row is Phil saying subs. No exaggeration. Percent. What I mean by that is, and him chewing some water. The third row is Phil saying king, him explaining something, him saying DSP tries it, you see, and content. The fourth row is Phil saying basically hilarious, him discussing the weather in some capacity, him clearing his throat, and him saying addition. The fifth and final row is Phil saying day off, him snorting, him saying community, him making that annoying T sound. And finally him saying kick. So there we go, that's the bingo board we have for today's show, and I feel confident, I must say. I think this is a very strong card for bingo today. Now of course we have one free space already carried over from yesterday's stream. Remember, we don't let free spaces go to waste, guys. If we end up getting extra free spaces, we just carry that some bitch over to the following day. So this is why we have a free space already, because it carries over from yesterday's yesterday's stream and success of that stream and all that jazz. Now, there's a variety of ways we can get other free spaces to help us on our way to a Full House bingo card. For example, if Phil snorts, burps or sits 10 times before he starts recording for his shitey gameplay, that gives us all a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, that also gives us a free space. If Jade shows up and Phil says hi to Jade, we get a free space for that as well. For every 5 new or rejoining members we have to the bingo streams, that also gives us a free space. And finally, in my opinion, the best way for us to get free spaces, if we get 50 likes on this bingo stream, that's 1 free space. 75 likes is 2 free spaces, and 100 likes is 3 free spaces, but as well as that, you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes on the stream. So you guys are in full direct control of some of the way we can get free spaces on a bingo card, but the rest of the ways are controlled by Phil, and his bizarre, you know, his bizarre bodily antics and all that shit, as well as him big and little bitch that he is. Now, of course, there's a lot more things to cover, of course, but I'm going to let Phil explain that for me.
Well, hello everyone, Phil Burnell here, letting you know about King Jad's Bingo and Marbles gameplay on YouTube. Now, you need to leave a post in the community tab to enter, and that's it. A lucky winner will be picked by playing Marbles at the end of the month. It is just that easy, any mouth-drooling idiot can do it.
Thank you, Phil, for explaining that for us all to understand. As Phil says, at the end of the month, we're going to have a marble race once bingo's all done for that last day of the month to determine who gets to win half of that bingo prize fund. You've got to be in it to win it, as the old saying goes. So if you've not yet left a comment in that community post, do it now. If you cannot find the community post in the description of his live stream and you're in the chat right now, just follow the example from Navy Vet for Life and just type in !marbles and that'll provide you with a link to the community post right there in the chat for you. Good stuff indeed. Now, of course, that bingo prize fund is made up of a variety of different things. For example, if you win bingo and get a full house, it adds $10 to the bingo prize fund. As well as that, every Friday we try and do some challenging marble courses once bingo's all done. You know, so every Friday we pick 3 separate courses, and for every marble course we try and complete from that 99% elimination style course, if we complete any of those courses, we add $10 per completed course to that bingo prize fund. So that also goes towards it as well. As well as that, of course, a quarter of the money I make on YouTube every single month goes towards that bingo prize fund. And finally, 100% of tips I get, no matter how big or small, also goes towards that bingo prize fund. For example, Jade tipped earlier on in the stream, so of course I will add that to the bingo prize fund right now. So there we go, good stuff indeed. Now, I think I've covered all the bases. The only thing left me to do really is just to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
I mean, it was terrible. All this hands were all over the place. You were like a sweaty octopus trying to unhook a bra.
That's Phil doing arm flail he's describing. So there we go. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking bingo. Not sure if this is Raw, Phil, or DSP Gaming that's muted. It's not me though. You can see here, it's not muted. As you can see, the audio's there. This might be a Raw Phil thing, or it might have been the tech issues that Phil had. You know what? I'm gonna go to Phil's channel just to be sure. Wait, what was it, Phil? So apart of this says DSP. Let's see what his chat is saying. Muted. Yeah, so there's no point in me going to DSP Gaming to check out because obviously he's muted. I love how his chat aren't really trying to help him. Nobody really seems to fucking care. A couple of them are saying things now. Look at him. He's unaware, he's oblivious. Idiot. Idiot. Absolute idiot. Now he realises. Now he realises. Well, we'll wait for Phil to fix these tickets, of course. We have 50 likes. That gives us a second free space. Thank you very much, guys. Very kind of you indeed. Is there anything we can tick off for Phil just doing anything here? What actions can we tick off here?
Testing.
Oh, that was loud. That was loud.
I guess we'll start over. Is it working now? I think the mic is working now, correct? All right. Let's try that again, shall we?
Who fucking cares?
Wait, is he going to replay the fucking intro as well? He is. Oh my god. He replayed the whole thing. He replayed the whole fucking thing. Get the fuck out of here. Oh god almighty. Did Phil clear his throat? Hold on. Did Phil clear his throat? In the little brief fucking second bit of audio.
Start over. Testing. I guess we'll start over. Is it working now? I think the mic is working now, correct?
Okay, he does clear his throat to be fair, so there we go. We can tick off throat clearing. Burger. There we fucking go. One down. Shit, man. I'm also ticking a line T sound for that fucking overly emphasized T and testing. Burger. That fucking just made me fucking deaf, that shit. But yeah, I think it's only 2 so far.
All right. Let's try that again, shall we?
And I'll just fast forward. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Good luck, everybody.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. After a day away, not having a show, we're back hitting the ground running. And today is an important one because I need your feedback. And it's all in regards to upcoming streams and games. Tomorrow night, we've got an open night stream, and we can figure out what we're going to do for that. And now that we have completed Lies of P Overture, and we're about to complete Onimusha 2 Remastered, we're going to have time in the schedule for another game. But which one? Plus, we'll talk about Death Stranding 2 and how people are reacting to it. So, sit back and relax. It is time for some chill fun. It's time for the Level 1 Podcast.
Who fucking cares? That sounds awful. This is an awful fucking fake podcast, and it's not even a real fucking podcast. And you fucking know it, you disgusting wee bastard.
Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday, the 25th of June, 2025. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 Podcast. So, today's an important one and an interesting one, because we got to get caught up on everything, but also we have to now determine the future. We have some downtime. And so with that freedom, we have to figure out what we want to do with these streams that are upcoming, unless we're just going to play Death Stranding 2 every day. So I think we should figure out, something else for the routine.
I can't ignore that face. I can't ignore that dumbass face that he just fucking made. Give me a second here. Hold on. I'm going thumbnail hunting. Please bear with me here. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Don't shut up, Phil. You'll be happy to hear, guys. Right now, current live DSP is looking at the Sonic menu. Even though he's like 8 more goals away from hitting the fucking goal, he is browsing the menu to try and get people enticed into, let's give Phil money so we can see him stuff his face, Phil. Who fucking cares? Right, how far am I behind live DSP? I'm about 25 minutes or so let's rewind 25 minutes on here. And so I can get this particular freeze frame.
And this is the Level 1 Podcast.
Who cares?
Times that are upcoming.
Yeah,
We're just
we
gonna
go.
play Death Stranding 2 every day.
Yeah, this sort of face here. I don't know why I'm getting the kind of vibes here, but I'm kind of getting Arnold Rimmer vibes from this sort of face. What do any Red Dwarf fans kind of see that kind of like potential comparison? It's a bit Rimmer-esque, I think a little bit Rimmer-esque, this sort of face, Hang on, do we get a corner even with the face? Nah. So there we go. I think I'll get a wee screenshot of this. Hyper Kevin's like, I need to watch Red Dwarf. You really do. Like, I mean, I would recommend, like, the first, like, honestly, like, Red Dwarf is something like, okay, this is going to be an unpopular opinion, I think. Red Dwarf went on longer than it should have. You know, I love the fucking show, but it felt kind of forced, you know, as it went on and on and on again. You know what I mean? And it's just, I mean, it's a brilliant show though. It's a fantastic show. It's so clever and creative. Some of the things they fucking went and done with it. But yeah, like the moment like they fucking like brought it, like they resurrected the fucking crew. From that kind of point on, essentially, it felt like it was going downhill a wee bit. You know, I don't know. That's just my take though. You know, but there you go. It's just that's just my unpopular opinion. I don't know. But but also the first like fucking 7 seasons or so, fantastic. You know, especially early. You know, like seasons like seasons 2, 3, 4, 5, absolute bangers, absolutely incredible. At Red Dwarf, you know what I mean? Just some of the ideas they had. You know what I mean? Things like white holes and all that shit. You know what I mean? That's a fucking fantastic one. You know. But it's a bizarre fucking show, though. Of course, in general, you can't stop to think about it. You know. Like Lister's his own dad and all that shit, and they gave birth to twins. He's a guy though. It's fucking weird. Anyway, spoilers. Right, okay. So there we go. We've got Phil's bizarre wee face. Fantastic stuff indeed. I'll throw that in the mail Discord so members can enjoy it to their heart's content if they so choose to do so. Excellent stuff. Anyway, let's crack on with bingo, guys. You know, 3 down, 22 to go. Although we do have 2 free spaces, so really, we're 20 away from a full house.
So that we have some variety. Okay, so I hope I find you all in good spirits. Welcome back. We did not have a podcast yesterday. And now it's been about, 3 weeks or so since we've been alternating days when I do the podcast, or some days I do like an abridged podcast, and then I'll do a full show the next day. How is this working? Let's give you all an update on this, okay?
Cares?
Quite honestly, I think it's working pretty well. And the reason I say that is if you haven't noticed, we have actually been wrapping up and finishing games. We've been making more progress in said games because I'm doing about an hour to an hour and a half of extra gameplay on the days that we're not doing this show. So for example, Claire Obscure, we turboed through and were able to actually finish the main story of the game because we skipped this podcast. Onimusha 2, when it premiered. Lies of P, we did a couple full stream gameplay sessions rather than doing this show. So it's working, okay? And the thing is, I love doing this show, to be honest with all of you. I really do. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do is to hang out with all of you, talk about anything going on in the world in gaming, seeing what's on your mind, talking about the schedule and stuff we're going to do together is awesome, right? It's a great
Reminder, when Phil says he's being honest with you, he does not mean it in a literal sense. When Phil says he's being honest, what he means is I'm being very serious right now.
Celebratory stuff. I love it. But when it's at the expense that we're getting locked up and hung up on games and we're not finishing them, I think that we have to be smarter than that. And that's the feedback I was getting over the last maybe 6 months is, you don't always have anything to talk about on the show. Do you have to do one every day? And the answer is no. So to give you a perfect example here, all right, tomorrow, Thursday, there will not be a level 1 podcast. Why?
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I guess we're doing a 3x3 bingo card tomorrow instead of a 5x5. He's not going to ruin our fucking bingo. He might shorten them, but he's not going to stop them.
Tomorrow is the premiere of Death Stranding 2, so we'll do a little mini 20-minute show before we start, and then we'll play a good 4 solid hours of Death Stranding 2 for the release. I think that makes a lot more sense, because what else am I going to do? I'm going to be talking about Death Stranding 2 on a podcast anyway, so there you go. Now, on Friday, my final streaming day of this week, I do want to do a podcast. Why? Because if you're not aware, tomorrow afternoon, Capcom is doing a big digital event where they're supposed to do big updates on games like Pragmata, the new Street Fighter 6 Season Pass coming out, Resident Evil Requiem, and more. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going down that I would like to react to and talk about on a podcast on Friday. Do you see? So that's what I think we should do moving forward. Some weeks we'll have more podcasts if there's more to talk about and more going on, if there's game news. And other weeks we may have fewer, but there will still be a good amount of them every week. I would love to hear your feedback on this, everyone. Like, do you like the fact that I haven't done it as often, but we've gotten further in games? Do you miss doing the podcast every day? Share your thoughts. You can always leave
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! Comment on this as an on-demand video. You can tag me in the chat here. Let me know exactly what you think, because your feedback is key to me doing the right thing and improving the content, okay? So let me know. Cool. Now, in regards to everything and where we are, yesterday we finished Lies of P Overture, the DLC, all right? And what I would like to do before we get into talking about the next DSP Tries It reward, which I have set up and we're going to discuss and get hyped for today, and before we talk about upcoming games and streams, I want to talk about Lies of P from yesterday, all right? Now, I didn't do a podcast yesterday. We started Lies of P around 12:15, all right? All I really had left in Lies of P was a 15-minute segment finishing up this library dungeon, and then it was the final boss, okay? Now, I don't want to completely spoil it, but the final boss of Lies of P is incredibly reminiscent of the Millennia boss fight in Elden Ring. What do I mean? I mean, hands down, it is the hardest thing in all of the base game of Lies of P and this DLC. It's exponentially harder than anything. Okay, that's number one. Number two, it is a multi-phase boss fight where you have to completely master the first phase because you need to be maxed out to beat the second phase. And between the phases, there's a ginormous, pretty much nearly unavoidable, insane flurry of crazy attacks that you have to figure out how to avoid and survive to even get a chance to face the second phase. Outside of that, it's different. Obviously, the final boss is not Millennia. Doesn't have similar attacks, but it's the same premise, okay? I get it. This is their final DLC. Now they're going to work on the sequel. They wanted to go out with a bang. Makes sense, but for me, it was a little underwhelming because it felt like I was just doing Millennia again. And it did feel a little disappointing. I was hoping for something more original, and it just felt like, here we go again, we're starting over. So here's the deal. I spent over 2.5 hours fighting this boss. For the most part, outside of, not doing perfectly every run, I did master the first phase. I was able to parry the living crap out of the first phase of this boss and arguably get to the second phase, sometimes nearly unscathed, okay? Problem is, that transition to the second phase, that giant flurry of insane, unstoppable attacks is ridiculous. Even if you, like, perfect parry the whole thing, you still lose a lot of health, so you end up having to pump some heals or whatever. Then you get into the second phase. The second phase is incredibly frustrating because the boss has insane reach, insane speed, super armor, and area of effect attacks, and grabs. So basically, it's everything from a Soulsborne game in one. It's not even like one archetype. It's every archetype smashed together. Now, I'm not saying that it's unbeatable. I don't think anything in these games is unbeatable, but I was having a hard time consistently getting past the first phase, getting past the giant, unstoppable attack, and getting to the second phase consistently enough so that then I could actually learn its patterns, all right? So I tried so hard, really. I'm talking 2.5 hours of me doing my absolute damnedest to try to get through this thing. Now, admittedly, the game developers knew that this being such an insane difficulty spike compared to the rest of the game, there were going to be people who were going to be enjoying this game up to that point and been like, oh crap, I can't beat it now, this sucks. So
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
they put a story-based crutch at the final boss. There is the legendary stalker character who you've been seeking out the entirety of the DLC, and she is sitting there on the ground hurt, and if you help her up, she now becomes your co-op partner for the final boss fight, both phases. Okay? She also can't die. If she happens to lose all of her health, you can run over to her and help her up again, and then she gets her health back, and the fight continues as a co-op fight. So, I did my absolute best, all right, trying to beat this thing on my own. And the thing is, I absolutely, positively know I could. I've done tougher. I actually feel like Elden Ring, the DLC from last year with Radon or whatever is the final boss, was harder than this Lies of P final boss.
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
Okay, I do feel that. But take a look at Millennia, take a look at the Radon fight. Those took multiple streams. I'm tapped out and done with Lies of P at this point. Like, I just don't want to play any more of it. So I was ready to finish this thing. That's why I didn't do the podcast yesterday. I wanted to have enough time to ensure I was beating it, okay? So after 2.5 hours of me arduously trying to beat this thing without the summon, I'm not kidding you, the chat was yelling at me saying, Phil, you've got to finish this today. We don't want another stream of it. Just help up the legendary stalker. Do the co-op. Just finish it. So I really didn't want to do it. And I was being so stubborn, and people were like, oh, Phil's back to his stubborn self again. He's not listening. And he's and people are right. You know, I don't want to be told I can't do something. You know what I'm saying? And I know I could have done it. It just would have been a pain in the ass. It would have been frustrating. It would have been another stream that everyone had to suffer through. So I said, you know what? For once, I'm not going to be a stubborn idiot, and I'm going to listen. And I did. So I started using the co-op, and within, I think it was 3 tries, I did beat the final boss with the co-op aspect of it. Now, was it the same? No, of course not. It was definitely different. Different fight with they're pulling the aggro quite a lot and getting a lot of cheap hits on the final boss. Even then, it wasn't easy. Because guess what happens? Just like with Millennia, and again, this is what I mean. It's like a cheap copy, which I wish they didn't do it this way. Just like with the Millennia fight in Elden Ring, when you're nearing the end of the fight, the boss decides to do that insane flurry of unstoppable attacks again, and you have to completely avoid it or survive it again, and now you've been fighting the boss for a while, so you probably have no healing. So that's what I mean. Like, it 100%, the pattern of the way the boss was designed blatantly copied Millennia on purpose. They wanted this to be their last hurrah like she was, right?
Jesus Christ, Phil, stop saying boss so much. Every time Phil says boss, I got to press a fucking button. I didn't expect him to say boss so many goddamn times. Moki has sent me a fucking message on DM. What the fuck's what's this? Moki has sent me a sound file saying you can thank Steve the Dead for this. Okay. What is this clip? It's hold on, it's 2 seconds. It's why won't you play? Hold on, 2 seconds. Why won't you play? Hold on, 2 seconds. It's not playing for me, Moki. I don't know why, but it's not playing for me. It refuses to play. I'm sorry, Moki, but the thing you sent me does not want to play ball. You know? I don't know what I can do about that, Moki. It doesn't want to. It doesn't want to play. It's just like I play and hee-haw fucking happens. Let me test other things in Discord to make sure it still plays.
Old bastard!
Yeah, the thing I sent LT on played perfectly fine. That's fucking good. So yeah, I know that works. So Discord's okay in terms of like fucking things on there and all that shit. Have you tried asking it in a clear and calm voice yet? Floor 11. No, it still won't fucking go. No, it's not going anywhere. God, so yeah, Moki's trying to fix it. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what this thing is now. I really am looking forward to seeing what this potential fucking thing is that Steve's getting fucking blamed for. We'll come back to it.
So anyway, without spoiling, the ending was awesome. I'm just gonna put it that way. Like when I beat the final boss, it actually was cool. And then yesterday was DSP Tries It, so as the food was being delivered, we had some extra time, and I did the epilogue stuff. We went and we saw the outcome of the girl puppet who you've been helping as an NPC throughout the entire DLC. And we went and saw, well, we got all the special equipment. We tried on the outfit and tried the sword that you get for beating it. So we did the kind of endgame epilogue stuff, which was nice. It was a good send-off, because now we're not going to see Lies of P for a while. I bet you the sequel won't come out for at least a couple of years. So it was good. Now, hilarious part about all this is, of course, idiots on the internet complaining, saying, Phil didn't actually beat Lies of P. He rage quit, he this and that. All right, I'm just going to explain something to you. All right? I have legitimately beat Millennia multiple times.
Remember, though, it doesn't care what people say about him on the internet. It doesn't get to him. He's not bothered by it. He's not concerned about what people on the internet say about him on a daily basis. He is used to people making fun of him for playing video games, and so it does not bother him anymore. And yet here we go with another rant on one of his fake podcasts about what the internet are saying about him and his video game habits and abilities today.
I'm just going to explain something to you. All right? I have legitimately beat Millennia multiple times. I legitimately beat Radon. I legitimately beat everything in Elden Ring. I didn't do the clone summon, what is it, the tier summon or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Everyone else did that. I didn't do that. I went through all of these FromSoft games legit without summon assisting. I know I can do it if I felt like it, but here's the truth of it. I don't get anything for it. All right? I don't get a ginormous feeling of self-accomplishment saying, I beat this game without summons. It's never happened. All right?
But then why the fuck mention it and bring it up? You just literally used it as a fucking flex on other content creators who did things that you didn't feel you needed to fucking do, so why the fuck bring it up? Like, Phil, this is the biggest who fucking cares ever.
Who fucking cares?
And the few times that I've actually performed above the average when it comes to these games, nobody cares. I'll give you an example.
But Phil, most people don't care about your gameplay. Is it a very hard truth, Phil? When you play video games, in fact, for the last decade or so, whenever you have played a fucking video game, Phil, most of the internet don't fucking care. Yes, we'll point and laugh at you doing stupid shit and saying stupid shit in these fucking games, but when it comes to actually watching you play the actual content of the fucking game, nobody really gives a fuck. Because you're not that fucking important to the fucking gaming industry.
Hero. At first, Sekiro was very rough and it beat my ass. By the end of the game, I mastered the parry system. I beat the final boss in 3 tries. It only took me 15 minutes. It took everyone else 15 hours. Everyone complained the final boss of Sekiro was one of the most insanely difficult things ever. I just kicked his ass. I literally embarrassed the final boss. I bullied him. I bullied the final boss and kept breaking him with the special move or the special item. And it was hilarious. People were laughing like, what the fuck just happened? How did Phil do that? It's like an opposite day, right?
But Phil, you just said, who cares? You know what I mean? You just said you don't get anything from that. You don't gain anything from that. You're like, you don't gain anything from doing something better than other people. And yet, here you are, harking on about a game from fucking years and years and years ago that apparently you did better than most other content creators playing the fucking final boss themselves. Although I'm going to assume, you know, there's a very distinct possibility, but at the time Phil got to the final boss compared to all these other content creators, the game could have possibly been nerfed. Because Phil takes forever to fucking get to the end of games compared to other content creators. So that's a distinct possibility I'm just putting out there.
Now, did anyone care when that happened? Was I showered with praise? Did everyone say, wow, Darkside Phil is great, give this guy some credit? Did someone come and drop thousands of dollars on my stream? No, no one cared.
Who cares? Why? Why would you fucking... Why? I don't know. Phil played a game. Let's give him thousands of dollars for playing the game. Why? Oh my fucking god. Phil, most people consume content on YouTube. For the most part, it's to be entertained. You know, some people go on YouTube to fucking unwind or whatever, just chill, scroll through shorts, whatever. You know, or if they're doing, you know, if they want to learn about some things in games, or like look up gaming tutorials. But for the most part, especially on live streams, most people, their primary motivation for being there is to be entertained by the content creator. Now, I mean, obviously, some people might have different, obviously, means of achieving that, you know what I mean? Like, you can, I'm a funny sounding Scotsman, nobody can understand what I'm saying, but people still enjoy it, that kind of thing, you know what I mean? You obviously got other shows as well, other different detractors and content creators have their own, you know, different kinds of appeal and different, you know, they have their own different takes and opinions and everything else. They provide their own content, which pulls people in. Phil, what did you do that was so special and entertaining for your audience? That particular playthrough. Like, you beat a boss quicker than usual by, like, you know, using some sort of cheese method or whatever, who fucking cares? You know, like, who honestly fucking cares? Like, but here you are, saying, look at me, I actually did something better than most people, I deserve thousands of fucking dollars. Like, why? Using that logic, then shouldn't other people get lots more money than you because they're usually fucking doing better than you? Like, I'm trying to use your own logic against you here, Phil, but using your own logic and rationale here, if I play a video game better than you fucking do, does that not mean I deserve far more attention and money and thousands of dollars compared to you? I want to hear your fucking point again. Your little cope session here.
Final boss, and I kept breaking him with the special move or the special item, and it was hilarious. People were laughing, like, what the fuck just happened? How did Phil do that? It's like an opposite day, right? Now, did anyone care when that happened? Was I showered with praise? Did everyone say, wow, Darkside Phil is great, give this guy some credit? Did someone come and drop thousands of dollars on my stream? No, no one cared. No one cared at all. It doesn't.
Well, what about all the DSP fans who fucking thought to themselves, I'm going to make a compilation of Phil's triumphant moment in a digestible format so the internet can learn of Phil's success? Oh wait, that never happened because your fans don't want to fucking do that sort of thing. You know? Where is the compilation from your fucking adoring public of your fucking incredible moment in the fucking gameplay, Phil? You know? Why would, I mean, as I'm saying, it's like, it's like, Phil did something right in the game for once, you know? Phil overachieved in a fucking video game for once. Was it highlighted in Phil's channel? No. Did he try to emphasize it at any point? No. He just expected people to fucking go there randomly of their own, you know, of their own, just, you know, because of bored or whatever, to fucking see what happened on Phil's channel. Not Phil, you didn't do enough to promote yourself for that particular achievement. Your audience and community didn't do enough to promote yourself for that fucking achievement. Now, there are content creators out there who, when they achieve something spectacular in a fucking video game, you know what I mean, then usually those things are like clipped, you know what I mean, so people can fucking like get a taster of the achievement they fucking made, you know what I mean. Like, there's one thing that comes to mind. There is one thing that comes to mind. Let me try and find it, okay? So, give me a wee second here. 2 seconds. Let's see. Can I find the clip here? Like, there's like 2 seconds here, because I think there's a good. I think there's a good clip here of like yeah, here it is here. So there's a YouTube short here. So this is what I'm saying. This shush. So Dark Viper AU, you know, I don't really watch much of their content anymore. They tried to achieve a no damage run. Like, they tried to get through the entirety of playing GTA 5 without getting damage whatsoever to their characters. And they had a moment in the run towards the end of it which was like fucking, it was ridiculously close, okay? You know, this was like, they were very close to the whole thing fucking up from in a bizarre way.
Was truly insane. 1 in a million. I was 11 hours into a no damage run of GTA 5 where I permanently have 1 HP, and this happened on the very final mission. You can.
Hey, look how close this shit gets.
Damn, you made it. Okay. That
how that's like fucking, obviously he made it into fucking YouTube short or whatever, I mean, 12 million views in a short, fucking, you know, regardless of your opinion on the fucking, yeah, that's what I'm saying, he has built up hype for that moment. He went on to complete this run in all its entirety. I think he was like the second or third person to do it. Somebody beat him to it. Someone else fucking got there first, whatever. But he still wanted to get there. Still wanted to achieve it. You know what I mean? Because it was, you know, he started something. He wanted to finish something. But yeah, like that. Can you, that's what I'm saying? Like, that is an incredible, you know, and that's an incredibly close call. That's like fucking just sheer, I don't know if you want to call that luck or whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? That sort of fucking thing happening is just insanity. How close that was to fucking ending. Like, you know, 11 hours of work and effort almost died straight away. But that's what I'm saying though. Dark Viper, so you know, he's used to trying to fucking you know, he's a YouTuber himself, you know what I mean? He paid attention to analytics and you know, algorithms, not shit, you know. And so this is him. He's promoting his run. He's promoting his content. And he's taken a small part of that and made it digestible so people can, if they want to check out the rest of the fucking run, the whole, you know, they can go to his channel and check it out, you know. Phil is not good at doing this. Like, the very few times that Phil actually fucking seems to do well in a fucking video game, he rarely does anything to sell himself other than just tell people on his streams to check out his gameplay. But that's just telling the same audience that are already there. You know? The usual fucking suspects. See, he fails to try and just kind of think to himself, how can I promote this as best as possible? Phil's idea of promoting something more than usual on, you know, for himself is just to fucking make it as high-rated video on his channel and maybe clip it in like a 30-minute fucking video. It's not very digestible, is it? It really isn't. So there you go. Hang on, I've been told to check Discord. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck is going on? Oh, first of all, Moki thinks to fix the thing. We've to blame Stevie Dead for this, apparently.
He may take our podcasts, but he'll never take our bingo!
Fuck off. Oh, fuck off. It's not the same if a drunken racist Australian saying it, I'll tell you that. Jesus Christ. God almighty. But thanks. So, and as well as that, I need to show us compilation in full here, okay? So, we started off with this. This was a screenshot I took earlier on, okay? This is not edited. This is just the background removed. That was it. Diablo Lord of Darkness did this to it. And then they did this. And then they decided to fucking just go even further. Now, to stop Sonny's, sorry, to stop Diablo's Reign of Terror, Sonny decided to kind of smegify the image and it turned Arnold Rimmer into the world's biggest smeghead known as Phil Burnell. You know, although this is an AI thing again, of course, naturally. So there you fucking go. And I've been encouraged we could use. So what is the better thumbnail? Which one would people prefer for a thumbnail? I've been told one of these two should be on a thumbnail. Which one of these should be on tomorrow's thumbnail? How teethy do we want to have Phil be? Do we want to have him fucking be just a beaver with two front teeth? Or do we want him just to have like fucking horrifying? Jesus, I don't know. I don't know which one to go for. Oh hell. I'm not entirely sure. One of them is going to make it, but which one will it be? One of these two. Use the Rimmer one. Well, he might take pride of place on the thumbnail as well. One of these. Oh, for God's sake. Anyway, fuck it. Let's get back to the bingo, shall we? Let's just get back to the bingo. Fuck it. Well, we can hear a bingo to still fucking play and win, damn it. So here we fucking go.
Matter. You understand? It doesn't. There's no big reward. No one's gonna come to my house and hand me a trophy and a title belt. No one's gonna make
I'm going to rewind this just so we can get full context, okay?
To these games, nobody cares. I'll give you an example. Sekiro. At first, Sekiro was very rough and it beat my ass. By the end of the game, I mastered the parry system. I beat the final boss in 3 tries. It only took me 15 minutes. It took everyone else 15 hours. Everyone complained the final boss of Sekiro was one of the most insanely difficult things ever. I just kicked his ass. I literally embarrassed the final boss. I bullied him. I bullied the final boss and kept breaking him with the special move or the special item. And it was hilarious. People were laughing like, what the fuck just happened? How did Phil do that? It's like an opposite day, right? Now, did anyone care when that happened? Was I showered with praise? Did everyone say, wow, Darkside Phil is great. Give this guy some credit. Did someone come and drop thousands of dollars on my stream? No, no one cared. No one cared at all. It doesn't matter. You understand? It doesn't. There's no big reward. No one's going to come to my house and hand me a trophy and a title belt. No one's going to make, wow, Darkseid feels so amazing. Let's praise this guy and come and get it. No one gives a shit. So if I spent another stream and I legit beat the final boss of Lies of P Overture without summoning, no one would care. So that's why I said, fuck this, and I did the summon, and I said, we're done with it. So if you have a problem with that, I don't know what else to say, but do it yourself. If you have a problem with someone beating a game in a certain way, when the mechanic is there, then buy the game and beat it yourself. Simple enough. I'm not going to sit here and listen to idiots who are going to scream, because the truth is, if I took my time and I did another stream of this game, everyone would complain, Phil did it the wrong way, this is boring, why is he still playing this? He should have just summoned. So then I summoned, oh, why'd he summon? He cheated. No, I don't care. Literally, your opinion is irrelevant.
Well, if you didn't care, then you wouldn't be having it. So you wouldn't be fucking giving this segment its own fucking spot on your precious podcast. The fact you bring it up and cope so incessantly illustrates perfectly that you fucking do care. You can fucking scream and bitch and whine and claim you don't care all you want, but it's clear as fucking day. You care massively. The internet keeps making fun of you because you are a fucking figure of ridicule and you want to be taken seriously, but the simple truth of the matter is that no one fucking does, because you're an embarrassing human being and you're barely that.
I'm good with the way I beat it. We did a great stream where we did the epilogue content. All done. Moving on. Tough titties. Okay.
Burger.
Still to this day, people make excuses. Someone in the kick chat just said, Sword St. Ishin's AI shit the bed. He let Phil beat him with the hatchet. That would never happen again. They're still making excuses to this day that I beat Sekiro so easily. Anyway, so we're done with Lies of P. I hope that you enjoyed the playthrough. I actually did. I really enjoyed the playthrough. And thanks for watching, and to those who supported it, awesome. Now we're moving on, and we have some space in the schedule as a result of me beating Lies of P Overture yesterday. Okay.
Who fucking
Briefly,
cares?
let's talk about the schedule. Today it is Onimusha 2 Remastered completing. I'm very excited to see how it ends. I really liked this playthrough. However, I have noticed definitely this playthrough had way less attendance, way less engagement, and way less interest. Not support. Interestingly enough, the playthrough has been supported, but compared to the first one, it just doesn't seem like a lot of people were too interested, which is weird because people were actually excited to see me play this game when I played the first one. They were like, oh, you're playing the next one? I was like, yeah, I will. But it doesn't seem like, what's going on with this thing? There we go. But it doesn't seem like people were that engaged or interested this time. If you're watching, thank you. I really like it, and I'm excited for the new one coming out next year. After this, we're definitely going to give Onimusha a break. There is other Onimusha games, but they haven't been remade for modern, versions yet. So we're just going to wait till the new one comes out next year, all right? So stick around after the podcast if you would like to see me check out or finish up the game and see the ending and all of that, okay? I'm excited to see how it will complete, in the story and everything. And the gameplay, too. The gameplay elements have been great, okay? So... there you go. Olivsian says, I actually haven't played the second remaster yet. I'll watch your playthrough after. I mean, it came out late last month, and we skipped it at the time because I was in the midst of too many playthroughs, but now we had time to do it, which is why it fit into the schedule. Late stream tonight, Taxi Life, a car driving simulator in Barcelona, Spain. We played this last week as a second game to use my, peripheral, the wheel, the G920 Logitech wheel, and it works beautifully. In fact, it has better force feedback than the truck driving sim game does. But, oh my goodness, this game is hectic. Unlike truck driving sim, which is way more relaxed and we can interact and I have my white claws and we chill, this game is like, there's pedestrians everywhere. Constant stop and go, traffic out the ass. It's actually like driving in a very busy city, and it's completely different. I still liked it. I had a good time with it last week, and we had a lot of fun with, oh, is that a ghost in my car? Why are the people appearing in seats randomly and stuff? But at the same time, I think some people were off-book because they were expecting it to be more like truck sim where we could hang out more, and that's not what it was like. We will do a second stream tonight. Actually, someone sent me some recommendations. They said there is a way visually that you can lean forward in your taxi cab so you can see the lights. Remember, my problem is I can't see the traffic lights right now. So they said, yeah, there actually is a command that your character goes like this and looks up at the lights. So we'll see if we can figure that out tonight and see if we can get it to work. But
I love how Phil has to like visually demonstrate of him leaning forward and looking up. Because thank God we had a fucking visual demonstration of Phil leaning forward and looking up, because I would have had no idea what he was talking about otherwise.
That your character goes like this and looks up at the lights. So we'll see if we can figure that out tonight and see if we can get it to work. But I hope you'll join me tonight, 6:45 or 7 p.m.-ish Pacific time. 2 hours of chill fun. Yes, I'll be having some White Claws and drinks and stuff tonight while we play it. It should be a good time. I hope you'll come by and hang out with me. Okay? Tomorrow is the premiere of Death Stranding 2. So I will not do a podcast tomorrow. We'll just do a little bit of an intro thing. All right? And I hope that you will hang out with me as we check this out tomorrow as a 4-hour stream. The truth is, I'm hearing good things about Death Stranding 2. I'm being told the game is more streamlined and the gameplay is less boring and not as tedious. There's more improvements to the stealth and combat this time around, and that the deliveries aren't as bad. Like, there are...
You spoiled yourself, Phil. I thought you were avoiding spoilers because that's the sort of person you were. And here you are, spoiling yourself on the content in the game. That's against your word. That's against your code. That's against your ethics, Phil. How dare you spoil yourself on this new game that you've not played yet?
Deliveries, but it's not like, oh my god, I can't believe I have to do this for the next hour and a half and it's insanely boring, put me to sleep. The deliveries are there, but they're not like actual misery. So I guess we'll see. Tomorrow we'll jump into it head first, okay? I'm also going to be doing Death Stranding 2 as the day stream on Friday, but we are going to do a podcast to cover the Capcom event happening tomorrow afternoon. And
so Phil, why should people tune in to your Death Stranding 2 stream tomorrow when people can just enjoy that content now because other content creators were willing to spend the money and invest in the game early enough to be able to fucking, you know, get it early to provide it for the audience and entertain people? Like, you're 2 days late to the party, Phil. So what have you got this? What special appeal is there to joining you on your, you know, your late stream of the game when you're behind your fucking contemporaries by a couple of days at least? Like, what have you got to offer?
Friday night is Friday Night Fights. Street Fighter 2, or excuse me, Capcom vs. SNK 2. We had a lot of fun with that last week, learning new characters. We'll continue on with that fun on Friday night. And I'm off from streaming on Saturday, okay? Now, you may have noticed...
Oh, but yeah, even Logan K. Logan K has gameplay of the fucking game already. Logan K has Death Stranding 2 gameplay up on their channel.
This looks incredible.
Visually, it is quite impressive. It is in the game, or is it a cutscene?
Ah, here he is, Samuel.
Fucking hell! So this is Logan K's gameplay. Wow, he's got tiny hands.
I know I'm going to say this like 95 more times, but this looks absolutely breathtaking.
It does actually fucking look incredible. You know, it actually really does. It's like, yeah. Monkey's trying to explain to your neighbour what Phil Bingo is. Oh, for God's sake, good fucking luck with that. Aye, that's, Jesus Christ, it looks stunning. Hold on, let's just skip ahead to gameplay then. Was that a big spider I saw? Is this like a nasty looking enemy I've seen here? No, it's just some shrubbery. It's just some shrubbery. Just fucking, I can't say shrubbery without fucking thinking of like fucking Monty Python. Fuck it. But aye, it's an impressive looking game. For sure. Jesus, man, fucking hell. Right, okay. You guys want to check, you know, I'll say, feel free to check out Logan K's gameplay of the game. Link to it, yeah, this is them playing the first hour of Death Stranding 2. And they uploaded it 15 hours ago. So there you go, the beat Phil to the punch. Take that, Phil, you bastard.
I skipped a stream there. You're like, wait, what about Thursday night? You didn't mention what you're doing on Thursday night. You're right, because Thursday night is actually open. And what I mean by that is on Thursday night, we have options, okay? And I'd like to go over those with you right now and see what you guys think. If you have any ideas, what you'd like me to do on Thursday night, okay? Option number 1 for Thursday night is that we do a second Minecraft stream for the week. I wouldn't be opposed to doing a second Minecraft stream for the week. I'd be okay with that. When we do Minecraft, it's kind of a mixed bag. And what I mean by that is there's some people who really like Minecraft and get engaged with it, and others tend to think it's boring, which is weird because people asked me to bring back Minecraft for 5 years after I stopped playing it in 2020. So I did, and some people have really been enjoying the mods and everything.
Well, it depends what you fucking do in Minecraft. Oh, fuck. Minecraft's one of those fucking games. Like, you can easily, so Minecraft is a game where, depending on what the person does, it can either be a very exciting fucking, you know, thing to watch, or a very boring thing to watch. Like, if I opened up Minecraft right now, and I fucking just sat there for 2 hours fucking fishing, people would be bored at their fucking tits, and rightly fucking so. Now, instead, if I use those 2 hours instead to fucking, we're going to go fucking mining, we're going to go searching the fucking caves and mines or whatever, we're going to fucking find diamonds or whatever, we're going to fucking explore, like, these fucking bizarre realms and creatures, whatever, and all that shit, and it's like, there's always different fucking areas and all that shit as well, you know what I mean? And we're going to go to the Nether and fucking fight Blaze, we're going to fight a dragon and all that shit. These are exciting things you can do in the fucking game. But Phil's like, nah, let's just fucking feed the fucking animals and fish for 2 hours. Why aren't you guys entertained? I was like, no, Phil, you choose to fucking make Minecraft into something boring because you're not willing to fucking go out your comfort zone and, like, just tackle these things and, like, Phil, I challenge you, Phil, just like, play Minecraft. Like, there's a lot more to Minecraft than just fucking getting to the fucking end and beating the fucking, you know, Ender Dragon and then hopping into the fucking portal roll credits. There's actually a lot more to the game than that. But I would challenge Phil on at least doing that much. Phil, fucking just like, get to the fucking, you know, get yourself armored up, you know, get diamonds, get to the fucking nether, get some ender rods, you know, blaze rods or whatever, you know what I mean? And just fucking try and complete the game in a normal sense. Instead of just fucking sitting your arse fishing for 2 hours. Hey Ramon Sanchez, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. But it just like, Phil is complaining that people are bored of his Minecraft content because Phil does nothing in Minecraft. There's nothing of note, of substance or value. You can miss one Minecraft stream and you have not missed a single fucking thing that Phil has done in that stream. If you fucking are absent from one stream and you come back the following fucking stream, nothing of note or of significance has happened since then.
Everything we're doing, and others are just like, wow, this is boring. Well, it's Minecraft. What did you think it was? It's the same that it's always been. Yes, we're doing different things with the mods and stuff. I think it's actually been a more interesting playthrough because of the mods. But, you know, do we want to do a second stream of Minecraft tomorrow night? If not, then what do we want to do? We have some options. I have an option that I don't think anyone thought of. We have not just done a chill with Phil night in a very long...
He doesn't want to play a game. His idea is, let's not bother with fucking gameplay. I'm going to sit for 2 hours and you guys can throw tons of money at me. That sounds like a fantastic idea. No wonder Phil fucking loves that idea. Phil's asking for feedback and ideas. What games you want to see me play? And Phil's like, well, I've got an idea. On DSP Gaming, let's not bother with fucking gaming. Let's just sit there so I can get money on my gaming channel.
Long time. Remember Chill with Phil? Where we just hang out together and we just do whatever. We talk, we do Q&A. Sometimes we'll look stuff up, I'll react to stuff. It's just a chill stream. Like, I'd be down for Chill with Phil because we haven't done one of these in a while. We were doing streams like that when I was building Legos. Remember that? And we were doing streams like that over the course of earlier this year, but we kind of phased them out. And now we haven't really just hung out in a very long time. So we could do a Chill with Phil hangout session.
What the fuck do you call this then? We haven't hung out with Phil in a very long time, then what in the fuck is this monstrosity of some sort of show you're doing?
Tomorrow night, if you so want to just do that. I'm okay with that, all right? Now, outside of that, is there anything else that we can do? Well, yeah, I mean, I got a gaming PC. We can do anything. We could literally open Steam and grab a game. We could open Game Pass and grab a game and just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with whatever you guys want, but I don't want to feel like I'm stuck doing a gameplay stream tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of people are like, well, if you're not going to play Minecraft, what are you going to play? Well, we don't have to do anything. We could just hang out. That's okay. You know? So let's see, like, what do you guys think? I'm just curious, what is your thoughts
Who fucking cares?
A tomorrow night stream? Maybe want to do some polling, maybe? Want to do some polls? Let's do that. And again, the poll won't 100% determine anything, but at least I can field your opinions on this, like what you would like to do tomorrow night for a late stream. Here, let's do a poll both on Kick and on YouTube.
Burger?
He's going to pick Chill with Phil, I guarantee it. I'm calling the Chill with Phil is going to win. Regardless of results, it's going to be them. He's definitely going for it.
Here we go. That one set up. And let's set it up on the YouTube side as well. Cracker Jack says we should count Kick. The epic struggle between YouTube and Kick viewership continues, where the two sides are at odds. Can you imagine if I stream somewhere else too, like
Twitch?
Like Twitch?
God damn it. Why can't he just pick your mind?
And we had triple streaming? Good lord. Triple streaming. And then I would stream to Facebook. And then I would stream to TikTok. I don't think you can stream to TikTok, can you? All right, the poll is up. Please vote. Would you like Minecraft, Chill with Phil, or random games for tomorrow night's late night stream? Let's see what you guys have to say about that.
I mean, who in the fuck cares? I've been told to check Discord again. Hold on, what am I doing? Oh, wait. You showed us all before. I remember seeing this before on the Discord. Chill with Phil. This is how you chill with Phil and wherever the hell this is. What? Where is this? Oh god. Yeah, someone insert Phil's face here. There we go. There's your thumbnail right there. Put Phil's face in this. There you go. There's your next thumbnail right there. Just insert Phil's face in the gap. Perfect. Anyway, fuck, we'll get back to the bingo. Anyway, how are we doing in the bingo actually? What's the have we evaluation of the bingo so far? We have 3 free spaces, which means we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are 8 away from a full house as things stand.
DJ and DJ just did the very first contribution of the morning. A $2 super chat. They said, Indie night, why don't you do 2 or 3 smaller indie games? Well, let me put it this way. If there's a recommendation of 2 or 3 smaller indie games where like in a half an hour to 40 minutes we could get a good taste of them, I would say that makes sense. Problem is typically, I would argue, you got to play a game for an hour or two before you really get a good flavor if it's good and you want to keep playing it. If you remember earlier this year, we were doing that. Remember we did game about digging a hole, mouthwashing, kiosk. We were doing like random indie games, and then somehow we got distracted and stopped doing them. Like I'd be down to jump in and maybe pick another random indie game and try it out tomorrow night and see if it works for a playthrough or not. Okay? Cool. Okay, so please vote. Let's see what you guys have to say. Now, while you're voting, guess what? Yesterday, we determined what the next DSP tries it's going to be. It's going to be an actual pretty interesting one. I'm actually excited for this one. Okay, so the next DSP tries it will be. Is it on? It is. Okay. The new Grillo's Pickles menu. This is not at Sonic yet. It's only at limited locations. Okay, so you can't actually get this at Sonic as of yet. But it launches on June 30th, so a mere 5 days from now, at all Sonic locations nationwide. So what is available in the new Grillo's Pickles menu at Sonic? First of all, either a double or triple Sonic Smasher, but it's the Big Dill Edition. So what comes in that? Sonic's famous Smasher featuring hand-smashed and seasoned Angus beef patties, layered with 2 slices of melted American cheese, dill pickle seasoned crispy cucumbers. So I guess, I don't know what that means, like crispy cucumbers. It looks like they're cooked. They almost look like cucumber chips. Do you see that? Dilly ranch, so apparently it's a ranch sauce with like dill in it, and Grillo's pickles, or pickle chips, I should say, also with lettuce and a pillow soft potato bun. That looks pretty good, actually. Like, that looks delicious. I tried their Smash Burger back in the fall, and I thought that their Smash Burger was second best. We tried 3 of them. We tried Jack in the Box, Sonic, and Shake Shack. Shake Shack was the best because Shake Shack had this crispy edges and char flavor to it, but this one actually wasn't bad at all for a burger. I said I would like to go back and try it again. Well, here you go. Here's a special edition of it that we could do for DSP Tries It, okay? So that's exciting. Now,
who fucking cares?
They also have seasoned tots and groovy fries that have this like pickle dill seasoning on it. But the thing that I think is more interesting than that is the Picklerita Slush. Sonic's sweet slush featuring a bold flavor mix of pickle juice and tart lime with pickle juice flavored bubbles and a Grillo's pickle chip floating on top.
Who fucking cares?
So it's basically a lime slush with the flavor of pickle mixed in, and they're saying pickle bubbles. And I guess someone said what it is. It's like, you ever had a boba tea? So basically, it's a boba tea bubble with pickle flavoring in it. That's what it is. Okay, by the way, I want to make sure that was 60 frames. We may have some technical issues today, everyone. If you're wondering why, it's because yesterday I finally did Windows Update for the first time in 6 months. Because last time I was trying to do Windows Update.
Jesus! He hasn't updated his computer in 6 months. 6 months! Prophet, are you hearing this, pal? Hold the hell on. Hold the hell on here. I need to fucking DM. I'm Discording Prophet right now in case he's like away from the stream. Hold on. He's a busy boy sometimes, you know what I mean? So let me fucking warn Prophet. I held a Windows updates last night for the first time in 6 months. There you go. I've alerted the Prophet. Angry Canadian video. Oh, he's out. Well, I just sent you a message and I'm out. I'm out, he says, well, in the stream chat, responding. But there you go. Aye, Phil hasn't done an update for Windows in 6 months. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, that to me strikes me as a very irresponsible, for somebody who relies on using the computer on a daily basis. For him to refuse to update it for 6 whole goddamn months strikes me as extremely irresponsible on his part. You know? Like, these aren't just updates that Windows roll out just for the sake of, yeah, we're bored. It's time for an update, you know? Emperor says his audio is unsynced right now on his channel. There you go. Oh, hell. It's just, I can't believe Phil said that. 6 months? Let me hear that again.
Pickle flavoring in it. That's what it is. Okay. By the way, is that? Yeah, I want to make sure that was 60 frames. We may have some technical issues today, everyone. If you're wondering why, it's because yesterday I finally did Windows Update for the first time in 6 months. Because last time I was trying to do Windows Updates, it bricked my cameras. So I held off for 6 months to do it. And then finally I did it yesterday, and it seems like everything's working. I'm shocked, but it seems like everything's working. But we had a little bit of technical issue earlier. My mic was off because for some reason it got deselected in OBS as a result of the update. Well, now it works again. But we may have some technical issues, so I'm checking here.
That kind of happens to me sometimes as well. Like when I do an update, I forget to check OBS because sometimes OBS does reset the fucking microphone shit, you know what I mean? So that happens to me sometimes as well. But unlike Phil, I update on a regular basis when Windows tells me to.
Looks like the camera's fine, right? We're 60 frames and everything? Okay. All right, so the next DSP Tries It will be the Sonic X Grillo's Pickles collaborative menu. All right. It launches on the 30th. So that is, what's today? The 25th. So Monday? It launches Monday. So we can do it as early as Monday. All right. Which I'd be down for. In fact, that would be perfect if we actually do it on Monday when it actually releases. So I hope that you guys are interested. I am. I want to see what the heck this is all about. And hopefully we can keep that support coming, hit the goals. I'd like to do it the day it comes out. It would be great. All right. So let's get it going. Let's do a pickle fest and do it on Monday if we hit all the goals. If you do the math in your head.
Let's do the math ourselves, right? Phil is currently sitting on 32 goals. Today is Thursday. He's going to hit, you know, let's just say he hits a goal on both streams. So by tomorrow he's on 34. And then let's say it happens again on Friday. So after Friday he's on 36. And then Sunday is going to come along and he wants to hit 2 more goals. So that means he'll be on 38. He'll still be 2 goals shy. So Phil is going to ask for above and beyond the usual support. Phil is going to tell his audience he wants more than usual because he feels like stuffing his face full of fast food on Monday. Just let that sink in. Phil is going to tell his fucking audience they need to fucking step up and give him more than usual because he's in a fucking great Russian hurry to fucking stuff his piggy face full of some more fast fucking food.
All right, we're at 32 right now. So today we hit 2 goals, that's 34. Tomorrow, 2 more. That's 36. Friday, 38. If we hit the 2 goals on Sunday, we do it Monday. Perfect. So we just
Wait, have I got my days mixed up? Is today not Thursday? What is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. This is the problem, me being off work. I'm off work this week, so I'm kind of lost track of days. Today's Wednesday. Balls, it's Wednesday day, yeah. So, yeah, actually, my bad. My math was wrong. I was operating like it was fucking Thursday. That's on me. That's my bad. Yeah. I know what day it is. I fucking said it at the start of the stream when I introduced the bingo. But aye, so yeah, if Phil hits 2 goals every single stream, so basically, a goal on every stream between now and Monday, Phil hits the fucking goal and he gets to stuff his face full of fast food. 1 missed goal is a disaster. So there we go. Which one is on the screen? The Wednesday's not on the screen. Is it? I can't see the word Wednesday on the screen right now. Oh wait, down there. The wee small letter saying Wed. Alright, okay, fair enough. Okay, whatever, smart person. Alright, we're not all fucking, you know, smart like you, Brian, you know. Way to rub it in, Brian. You get, okay, I understand, Brian, you're smarter than me, you know. Way to make me feel dumber than usual. I understand. Okay, thank you for shaming me, Brian. I understand. The words are right there on the screen. I'm blind as fuck. Anyway, it's Wednesday. That's my bad. Oh, that's too far. That's fucking too far. No. That's too. I got to draw a fucking line there.
Gotta hit those goals. Let's get it going. All right. So please, if you like the content, support the streams. That means super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships on the YouTube side. Burger. That means subs and gifted subs over on the Kick side. And of course, you can tip no matter where you are via PayPal. You can use the tips link, which is !tip in the chat. It's the chat command. Please, let's get some support going. All right. I'm actually excited because I loved their smash burger and I love pickles. So I think this is going to be a really good DSP tries it for once. I probably will like it all. I hope.
Who fucking cares?
All right, so the polls have concluded. All right, and here's what we have for the polls. By the way, what's going on, everyone? Because a lot of people are saying hello. What's up, King Michael? NJC says that looks really tasty. I agree. Heavy Rain says I actually had the Wendy's Takis meal yesterday. Mine was missing the cream corn too. Apparently the cream corn spread wasn't well received, so they've shelved it early. What the hell? No one's getting the cream corn spread? Well, that's dumb because that's supposed to be an integral part of the sandwich, so it's not dry. So they're literally serving dry chicken sandwiches nationwide. What a bunch of assholes.
I like how Phil has no preference whatsoever apart from one person saying something, so Phil's going to believe it as gospel.
I mean, that is ripping people off because it says right on the menu that's what you're getting. If you pay for something and they decide to not give you an ingredient, you have been cheated. Well, screw Wendy's, they can kiss my hairy ass. Because that disappointed me a lot. I'm actually upset and I'm not going to Wendy's for a while. That's it.
I'm sure they'll be seriously hurt by your lack of customer service, Phil. I'm sure they'll greatly miss you fucking knocking on their door, you know what I mean? At all hours of the fucking day, so Kat can get her fucking fill of Wendy's fine dining.
They've insulted me for the last time, let me tell you. All right, so taking a look at the poll results. Over on Kick, 15 people voted for random games, 9 people voted for Chill with Phil, 2 people voted for Minecraft, and apparently we have like 45 people who don't vote. Wow. Okay, well, thank you for that. So they want random games. On the YouTube side, 50% of people voted for random games, 29% voted for Chill with Phil, 21% voted for Minecraft. So we've already made the determination we're not doing Minecraft, right? Like unequivocally, you don't want Minecraft tomorrow. Fair enough, okay? Got it. So I'd be down for a night where we can maybe do a couple random games, or maybe just one random game and try it and see if it's any good. But I guess we would need to, what we do, jump into Steam, and then you guys recommend, and we look at some games and decide if we're going to try one. All right. I'm okay with that. See, here's the thing. I love Minecraft. I really do. But I get it. Maybe it's, you don't want to do too much. You don't want Minecraft overload. And I'm okay with doing it once a week. It's been working once a week. Has been working well. Much like Truck Sim. You don't want to do it more than once a week, then it doesn't feel special. It feels like it's oversaturation, right?
Who fucking cares?
All right, so I guess tomorrow night, we're going to have a random chill night where we're going to hang out, enjoy each other's company. We're going to jump into probably Steam, I would think, unless there's something on Game Pass you guys recommend. But we'll probably look at Steam. We'll see what's there and maybe try something new. All right, or if we just hang out, we hang out. I guess we'll treat it like that. We'll treat it as a chill hangout session stream where we may play a game if we find a good one or not. Okay? That's tomorrow night's stream then. All right, good. See, I'm glad we had this talk because this is what I need to figure out. Okay? Cool. All right, now, okay, so we have one other major thing to talk about on today's show. And this one's kind of important, all right? So, yesterday, I finished up Lies of P Overture.
Who fucking cares?
Excellent. Hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Today, we're finishing Onimusha 2 Remastered. It's a very short game, right? I think at this point, we're only like 9 parts in. Are we even 9 parts in? 8 parts?
Shut up, bitch!
7 parts? 7 parts? I feel like we're longer than that. Are we not? Hold on a second here. Are we serious? Is it really that short of a playthrough? We are only 7 parts in. So the game is really short, actually. Now keep in mind, some of those parts are about an hour and a half long. But I was told that Onimusha 2 Remastered was about a 10 to 15 hour game, depending on how hard of a time you have with it. And I'm playing on the standard difficulty, so it hasn't been that tough. Okay, so today we're going to finish it. We'll wrap it up. But that means, right now, all we have going, all right, is Death Stranding 2 and 1 weekly stream of Blueprints.
Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
So thank you, Sonny, for gifting 10 members, but I got extremely distracted by Phil's own super chat there. So Profit Winner in Phil's chat says, get the money going, sent him like fucking $2. And then immediately afterwards, another $2 came in. It says, whoa. Wait, what was it saying?
In the rotation.
Whoa, nice vitamin C's, King. Juicy. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck is Swordblade doing? But thank you, Sonny, for getting 10 members, and congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Captain Murphy, Call Me Astro, Peacall Gaming, Woods, Ira, Cell Shader, Aiton, Gru, Diablo, Lord of Darkness, and Korazi Q. So if you just got a membership, then make sure you thank Sonny for gifting you a membership, and of course, thank you, Sonny, for gifting those members and giving us not 1, but 2 free spaces. So it's very kind of you indeed. Thank you for that. And of course, that means that we are, I think we're 2 away from a full house. So 100 likes would win bingo. Just saying.
For daytime streams. Okay? So if you look at the schedule, which we just looked at recently, the next major game that I'm interested in is the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 collection. That comes out on July 11th. So actually, we have a opening in the schedule. Unless we're going to be doing Death Stranding literally every single daytime stream, which I don't think anyone wants. I think that people want alternation so that we don't get bored of doing the same thing over and over, right? We have to figure out another game to put into the rotation until Tony Hawk comes out. By the way, after Tony Hawk comes out, there's a whole other week, and then finally on the 17th, we have multiple games coming out that are finally going to get us busy again in RoboCop, Rogue City, Unfinished Business, and Donkey Kong Bonanza, okay? So once we get to the 17th, we'll be pretty darn busy with new games. But we have a while. And so, you know, taking a look at things, I guess the question is, what do we want to do? And
Who
I feel like
cares?
We do have a lot of options. Hold on 1 second. I'm deleting a whole bunch of stuff off my desktop. Let me do.
Aye, because this is a great time to do that, yeah. Like, you know, guys, let me put bingo on hold while I fucking clean up all the crap in my folders. Hold on, you know, I don't need that anymore. Don't, you know, let me just ignore all the fucking stream I'm doing right now, just so I can fucking do some fucking file management on my fucking desktop computer. Nah, Phil, nah, save that shit for later. That doesn't need to happen right fucking now, you fucking demented prick. He has not acknowledged the super chat yet, but he's going to, bro. He's definitely going to. Well, he's going to acknowledge Profit Winner. In fact, I'm going to bet he'll acknowledge both of them, and he'll probably have some fun with the Swordblade one.
There we go. I just sorted out my desktop. I can actually sort out even more. I can delete even more. Oh my god, look at all this crap on my desktop.
Who
I don't know where it came
fucking
from.
cares?
I know what it is for some reason my computers are synced. I never intended to do that, but I auto-synced them by accident. So now anything on one desktop syncs to the other desktop, which is really weird. But I don't even know how I did that. I don't know how I managed to do that. So, we have some options. And what I'd like to do this morning, well, actually now this afternoon because it's now past noon, is discuss the options. I see 3 major options for what we can do right now to balance with Death Stranding 2. All right, let's talk about them. But before we do, let's do some shout outs because some contributions have come in. So let's do it. First of all, we have Prophet Oner, who did a $2 super chat and says, get the money going. Thank you, Prophet Oner, for that. Swordblade did a $2 super chat and is talking about big juicies. Well, good for you. You should stop looking at your mom. And then Prophet Oner did a $1.50 super sticker of a...
Jesus Christ, man. He couldn't just roll with it and have some fun. He had to resort to Yo Mama. What is that? That is like the fucking most 90s fucking thing ever. Well, Yo Mama, got him.
Black cat in the chat. So that's cool. Thank you, guys. We've got, so that's $5.50 in support right there.
That's a good point, actually. Phil had read out properly, would have said the word king, but he didn't, so he's a dick.
Okay.
There's a user in Phil's channel named Get It Chief. Obviously inspired by Phil's bizarre rant the other day.
Shinkin25 tipped me $1. He says, what's your favorite memory of Dave Thomas? I think the coolest thing about Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's, he used to be in his own commercials. Did you guys ever see any of those? He used to do these cool TV commercials where he would show off his new food and he would always play this like deadpan comedy character. Kind of like, do you guys remember Ben Stein at all? He's kind of very similar to the Ben Stein character, but it was funny the way that he would play off of other characters and things going on in the commercials. And it was always cool to see the real founder of an actual company in its own advertising. So that's what I remember most of Dave Thomas. So, okay. And then Shinkin says, are you aware that Wendy's commented on the Takis Burger review that Review Bruh did, but not yours?
Yeah. I'm so glad that Phil... Oh, this is good. I seen a tweet by earlier on. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, 2 seconds. Let me find the tweet first. Hang on, 2 seconds. Let me scroll. Where's the tweet? I forgot to like it, but I seen a tweet earlier on. I seen a tweet earlier on today. Hold on, I may take a while. Hold on. Oh, look. Fire. Where is it? Oh, look, orange man. Where's the tweet? Where's the tweet? Also, yeah, this is. I'm surprised this has not been talked about more. Phil messaged Wings as recently as 2 weeks ago, and I think Wings put him on red and ignored. So there you go. Excellent stuff indeed. Prophet says that he DM'd me. No, he didn't. He didn't DM me anything, and not on Discord anyway. Oh, is it on notifications? Hold on. No, that's just a follow. I was deceived. Oh, hold on a second. Where is it? I feel. I should have liked it. I should have fucking liked the fucking tweet so I could fucking find it easier. I forgot to like it. That's my bad. But I saw the tweet though and comment that somebody had fucking liked that shit. Oh, is it? No, it's still not. Damn it. Shit. Why can't I find you? This is so annoying. Oh, while I'm trying to find it, fuck me, man. So, not bad. This is Sonny's effort. There we fucking go. Also, Takis just went in a different direction and had some real fun with the Alien movie. there we go. Excellent stuff indeed. So, hold on a second. Prophet says it's on my Discord channel. Oh, that? Okay, I see it now, that one. I thought you meant you DM'd it to me. Right, hold on a second. So, it was on Dick Stroke and Phil Vlog's channel. Okay. So hold on 2 seconds. There we go. So this is a tweet in question. Which, it got some popularity, to be fair. It popped off, you know? So good stuff indeed. So Wendy's recognised report of the week. Why no comment on DSP tries at Wendy's? He inspired a review brah to do food reviews. Get it, Chief? DSP is a pioneer who everyone copied, and now you recognise a student but not the master. tip DSP now and beg for forgiveness. And of course, Wendy's, as I said, the comment he made, my satisfaction is immeasurable and my day is made. Because they commented on someone else's video, but not Phil's. So let's see how Phil's going to react to this, shall we? This should be interesting.
And then Shinkin says, are you aware that Wendy's commented on the Takis Burger review that review bruh did, but not yours? Well, why would they ever comment on mine? They fucked up my order. The order was completely wrong. No creamed corn spread, dry as a desert. I'm pretty sure they don't want to comment on that. Right? What are they going to say? Oops. Oh, by the way, wow, the review did well. The review of the Takis menu at Wendy's has only been out for less than 24 hours for sure, like maybe 18, 19 hours. It already has over 1,000 views and a bunch of likes, so I guess people liked my review.
Jesus Christ, man. 1,000 views in less than 24 hours, and Phil's like, wow, this shit popping off. It's just, wow. You know, it's just, I love how small Phil's expectations are for his own crap content these days that he uploads. This is the pioneer of YouTube gaming content creation. This is the most successful he's ever been. Nobody makes fun of him anymore. Everybody loves him now. He's going for a renaissance of his friggin' a resurgence of popularity. And Phil's like, wow, 1,000 views in less than 24 hours. Everyone loves me again. How many views on review, bro? That's a good question. I don't know. Let me try and find out. Hold on 2 seconds. What's his channel? Is it just Review Bra? Review Bra. Report of the week. So there we go. Here's the Wendy's. Here we go. Sorry. This is there it is. There it is. You know, bring the flag of ferocity. This has 106,000 views. And there's Wendy's comment right there. So there we go. 106,000 views in 2 days. Meanwhile, It's a Gundam gets 1k view in 2.4 minutes. Exactly. But there you go. Good stuff indeed. Anyway, let's get back to the bingo, shall we? We are very close to winning bingo. I think we're 2 away from a full house of Sing Stand.
And that I was honest about it not having the cream corn spread and that it was dry as a goddamn desert. So there you go. So thank you, Shinkin, for the $1 tip. I appreciate that. Now, let's get some support rolling. We've got our first super chats.
For God's sake, of course he begs.
For the $1 tip. I appreciate that. Now, let's get some support rolling. We've got our first super chats. We got a $1 tip. Let's get our first membership of the day on YouTube. Let's get our first sub or subs on Kick. And let's beat these records. $2 for a super chat and a $1 tip. We can do better than that. Let's get some momentum rolling here today so that we can hit our goals and we can do the Grillo's pickle menu from Sonic on Monday. Let's do it. And they won't forget my Grillo's pickles at Sonic, I bet. I bet they'll remember those. There'll be loads of pickles. Delicious pickles.
Who fucking cares?
I actually really like pickles, so. Ben Stein, the Clear Eyes guy? Yes, the Clear Eyes guy. Correct. All right. Why do I always get screwed over by fast food places, Casanova? I don't know. I don't always. There's been some really good ones. Even in recent memory. Right.
Oh, please mention Burger King. Please mention the chicken burger from Burger King. The Chicken Burger King.
Right? We've done some decent fast food reviews, right? Like, hold on. For example. I don't know what's going on. Mod Pizza. That was actually a good one. I really like Mod Pizza.
I want him to mention Burger King because it means he'll say King.
Red Robin was good, just messy as hell. The Scorpion Burger was actually pretty good. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I was shocked when we tried Little Caesars. I was shocked at how good it actually was. I wasn't expecting it to actually be good, and it actually was good. The Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Sandwich was really good, right? A lot of these have been quite good. Some are terrible. I'm looking at some that were really bad, but in general, these have been quite good.
I think he's looking at views on the videos he uploaded in terms of trying to tell his audience how good or bad they were.
The fast food one. I'm actually wondering when we go back to Taco Bell, because you realize we're going to go back to Taco Bell for the Tony Hawk meals. I don't know, man. That one I might be dreading. All right? I don't know. So, anyway. So, thank you for the support. Let's get some more support rolling this morning. Now, let's talk, okay? We need a new playthrough to balance with Death Stranding 2 until around the middle of July, okay? So, what should we play? Well, first off, no matter what we play, I want to do something that it would be okay that if we hit mid-July and it's not done, that we can put it on a hiatus and we can bring it back. okay? So I don't want to commit to say, hey, let's play a game that's so intensive that we have to be playing it every single stream to stay in the groove of it. And if we give it even like a few weeks rest and then we come back to it later, no one wants to see it. I don't want that kind of game. All right, just being honest, I don't. I want a game where it would be easy to drop into it now, play it and have a good time, and then we can put it on hiatus and go back to it, all right? So I have 3 options I'd like to present to everyone for the idea, all right? So here's my ideas. Let's see what you guys have to think. I'm curious, all right?
What do I think the 3 ideas are going to be? I'm going to predict GTA 4 with mods, and maybe a Dark Souls as well with some mods or whatever. And, you know, I don't know, fucking, you know, I don't know. He really wants to do GTA 4 mods though, I know that much. He really is pushing for that. So yeah, GTA 4 mods, some sort of Dark Souls modded run, and insert other game title here. You know, maybe Euro Truck Sim or something.
Option number 1 would be a game that I told you guys I would try my best to play over the summer, Suikoden 2 HD.
Well, there's my guess is gone. Although you could argue Suikoden similar sort of vein, similar sort of theme to. No, not really.
Suikoden 2 collection came out earlier this year. As I played through Suikoden 1 HD, you guys showed up and engaged and supported with it, and we actually hit a support goal every time I ever played it, which I was shocked. My jaw dropped. I never thought people would show up for classic RPGs. All right? So I would be fully down for Suikoden 2 and balancing that with Death Stranding 2 for a couple of weeks, and then put it on hold and maybe finish it after the fact. There'd also be no rush to finish it because it's an older RPG. Not a big deal, right? So that's number 1. Also, I'm done playing RPGs. So because of that, no RPGs, it could be the one RPG for the rotation. Do you see? It could work. That's option number 1. Option number 2, Grand Theft Auto 4 on PC, but we're going to try to implement some mods. Okay? I hope I can get it working. I mean, this would be contingent on us actually finding and implementing mods that will work and make the playthrough viable and interesting on PC. But I think this would be a fun one to see Liberty City actually represented more realistically, better lighting, better graphics.
I want to see fucking Phil try and play GTA 4 and then get to the fucking final mission and realise they're fucking experiencing the same sort of bug that Moki went through. Like watching Moki lose a fucking mind because the fucking game had some sort of strange bug where he couldn't get into the helicopter no matter how hard you fucking try. That shit was, I mean, it was amusing to see, but it was also like, you know, I felt sorry for Moki. But at the same time, it was funny. I was like, Moki, you sure you're pressing the right button now? You're pressing A on the fucking, you know, keyboard by mistake or something instead of the controller. You know, yeah, Moki, poor Moki lost her mind. But yeah, GTA 4 on PC though is a bit funny at times for sure in terms of how it runs, because especially if you're trying to mod that some bitch as well. You know, you can make the games like look a lot more beautiful. You definitely there's mods for that. But Rockstar also kind of clamped down heavily on all these like modern communities for fucking their older Rockstar titles. They're not big fans of people trying to kind of mess about with their games, especially older titles, because it kind of got in the way of them trying to remaster them, you know? I'm talking about fucking GTA 3 and Vice City and San Andreas.
And it would be a cool way to implement mods that I haven't yet. All right, and we talked about doing this. However, doing that one is taking a big chance. What chance? Well, there's rumors, strong rumors, that Rockstar is remaking GTA 4 as we speak, and that they're going to re-release it as kind of a lead-in to GTA 6. So it may actually come out next year, and if that's the case and I play GTA 4 with mods now, I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot because I'm not going to play it again next year. Do you see? So do we take heed of the rumor and say maybe we do it a little bit more apprehensively and we do a wait-and-see attitude, and we don't do it? Or do we say, screw that, we want GTA 4 with mods, just do it, right? I'm not sure. What do you guys think, right? That's an interesting question. So it's a possibility, but I'm curious what your thought is, all right? Now, lastly, the last option would be to do what I set out to do very early on this year and kind of failed doing. If you remember, at the very beginning of 2025, there was a downtime for games. And I said, hey, I'm a PC gamer now. We can now do things we never did before. I want to play some games with mods. So why don't we play a Dark Souls game with mods? And we did.
Why is Phil so goddamn predictable? Oh, I hate how predictable he is. How did I know?
We did Dark Souls 1 with mods. The lighting and the graphics were much improved. But the other mod basically was a gameplay modifier that didn't change much at all. It ended up being very samey to real Dark Souls 1, almost identical, with a few tweaks here or there. It did end up disappointing, because sadly, it wasn't what we had wanted to do. I was looking to do mods that would actually transform the game into something different or new, feeling like an original experience. So, what I'm presenting to you as an option is to play either Dark Souls 2 or 3 on PC with a mod that will change the game entirely. I don't want to play Dark Souls 2 and 3 again. I want to play a new game. And I know that there are mods, excuse me, I know that there are mods that do that, that will actually change the game and turn it into a whole other experience. All right? So that's a possibility. So the options are Suikoden 2 HD, GTA 4 with mods, or Dark Souls 2 and 3, or one of those with mods to change the game experience. Now, we have a few days to figure this out, because the schedule is Death Stranding 2 today and tomorrow. Excuse me, Death Stranding 2 tomorrow and Friday. Sorry, I misspoke. I'm off on Saturday. Death Stranding 2 again on Sunday. Blueprints on Monday. Okay? So basically, whatever we're doing, we'd be starting on Tuesday. So what do we want to do? The thing is that we can determine in the next day to 2 days, we'd have time then to research mods and things and figure it all out. We can't dilly-dally. That's the catch, is we can't really wait. We have to figure this out, okay? So I'm just curious what everyone's thoughts are. What's everyone's thoughts right now? What do you think? So let's see. Arietta says, finish Clear Obscure Endgame on Thursday. First of all, there's no way we could finish Clear Obscure Endgame. It's 20 hours long. Okay? We'd make a small dent in it or a chip on it if we played it. I want to give Clear Obscure a little bit of a break. We just played it for months and months. We've only been away from it for a week. All right, let's relax. I promise you, like I said, later on this year, if we end up having good weeks where it's a great profitable week, I make a lot of money or whatever. Hey, let's do a night where I know probably no one's going to support. Let's do a Clear Obscure night where we just chill with Clear Obscure. That's when we'll do it. So it's still there, it's still installed, it's ready to go on a moment's notice, but we're giving Clear Obscure a break for now.
That's a sneak beg. That's a sneak beg.
Okay. Iron Man of Power says, I would like to see you play Suikoden 2 to balance with Death Stranding 2. Okay. Demolition Daddy's down for whatever. AMS says GTA 100%. There you go. If you don't know what Suikoden is, go watch the playthrough of Suikoden 1. It's a turn-based JRPG from the PS1 era. It's got epic music. It's got awesome writing, really great plot, and you recruit over 100 characters. Pretty crazy game in that regard. So, pretty awesome. And actually, 2, I believe, if I remember correctly, is actually better than 1. So I actually would love to play 2. I received a $2.50 tip from You're Not Funny. Would you consider bringing back DS Politics for a one-night-only special? A lot of stuff to talk about. Trump and NYC, some new mayor, and blah, blah, blah. No. I tried DS Politics in the fall. I did it for over a month. It started off strong, and within 4 episodes, no one cared. We actually had an episode where I only made like $70 after having researched it all week, putting a ton of effort and time into it. No. It had its chance. People claimed for years they wanted DS Politics. I gave you DS Politics. No one supported it, so I don't care. That's me being honest with you, okay?
Jesus.
I already put the effort in. I tried it. It didn't work. Why would I try it again when it didn't work the first time? All right?
So there's it's basically, I mean, anytime Phil tries to fucking portray himself as some sort of fucking real true gamer, and he's like, I don't do this for fucking money or whatever. Here is a prime example of Phil. He only done politics. He only discussed politics, not because it's a fucking subject close to his fucking heart or anything, but he only fucking wanted to make content about it to make bank. Anytime you hear him bitch and whine and moan about fucking politics, just remember that Phil was only bound to fucking do the content for politics for financial gain and not because he actually fucking cares about the fucking current political state of whatever the state is in or his country's in. He was only in it for the fucking bag.
It doesn't make sense. We already tried. It's not like, oh, you didn't give it a shot. Why aren't you?
Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
I think poor Navy Vet for Life has had enough. They have gifted 10 members, which I think is 2 more free spaces, which actually I think wins his bingo. So Navy Vet for Life has been losing a damn mind all stream just because Phil keeps referring to shit as a fucking podcast and all that jazz. And yeah, I think we've won bingo. So yeah, hold on, let's just take them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Full house. Oh boy, how exciting. Anyway.
And you can see the bingo background picture for today is Phil Burnell showing off his weighted vest from way back in the day, plus his wall calendar, and if you look carefully, you can actually see his DSP gaming clock as well, which is hung up at a crooked angle, so you don't know which fucking you don't know what the fucking time is because it's got no numbers in it. It just got a wonky logo on the fucking front of it. So there we go. Thank you, Navy Vet for Life, for gifting 10 members to the channel. Very kind of you indeed. And congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Legit Trash, Bjorn Nebelschnarf, Ty Blee, Baron Von Kem, Phil Pig 69, Mr. J, Tattoo Jesus, Soul Spoon, X Titanium X5, and a Robovoir. So if you just got a membership there, make sure you thank Navy Vet for Life for giving you a membership, and also thank you again Navy Vet for Life for not only giving us the memberships and the free spaces, but for securing the victory for bingo, which adds $10 to the bingo prize fund. Excellent stuff indeed. Right, so there we go. The king of late o'clock with Phil's bizarre fucking wee cloak. Yeah, utterly bizarre. Yeah, fuck, Jesus Christ, man. Like, Phil's merch store from way back in the fucking day was just utterly bizarre. Like, I kid you not, DSP had thongs for sale on his shop. There is somebody probably out there in the world with a fucking Dark Side Phil thong. Just bear that in mind. That shit was one of the things you could buy from his fucking ridiculous merch store way back in the day before. This is before DSP shop currently. This is before Teespring. This is the fucking the first iteration of his fucking shop, whatever the fuck it was called. What was it? I can't even mind what it was fucking called. You know, there was but why? Yeah, Phil used to actually fucking sell that anything and everything. If he could put his logo on it, he'd try and sell it. Did I say that? Are some people not aware of this? Hold on. I need to fucking find it now. Hold on. Last time I tried to find this, I couldn't really find it, but hold on. Hold on. How do I fucking find this? Hold on. Fucking hell. I'm trying to think how I'd fucking find this. Yeah. Oh yeah, what was the fucking store called? Can anyone remember what the fucking store was called at the very least? They used from way back then. I'm trying to remember what it was called. The old store of his. Because it wasn't Teespring or anything, it was something else before that, you know, it's some other name, it's kind of... It was a generic kind of name, but it's like they sold everything though. Fuck me, man. Ah, Christ, man, it's annoying me. I'm trying to find it. Don't think I can find it though. Oh, hold on, was it Cafe Press? I think it was Cafe Press. I might be wrong, but I think it was Cafe Press way back in the day. I might be wrong, but I think it was something to do with Cafe Press, but I don't know though. But I can't find it though, I can't fucking find it. It might exist in some sort of fucking dark corner in Kiwi Farm somewhere from way back when, but yeah. I don't know, I can't find it, but Phil actually just sold, like, merch. With, well, everything, you know, clocks, mugs, and all that shit, you know, and yes, even clothing, like thongs. It was, I promise you, it was a fucking thing. Anyway, let's fucking not think about such horrible, nasty ass subjects, and let's just kind of, we've won bingo, we're victorious in bingo. Does anyone know if anything else interesting happens on the stream between now and then, or does Phil just fucking bore everyone to hear? It's like, I don't want to miss anything, any good segments. So is there any more good salt or sodium to look forward to, or does it just end essentially and just fucking, yeah, it's just boring apparently. So we can just like skip ahead essentially. We can skip ahead to live DSP and see how he's doing.
Because he's chasing my ass, so hold on.
So Phil, his top super chat is $2. His top tip is $2.50. He's only on $14. Oh ouch. $14 so far for Phil. This is live DSP here. So that's not going well indeed for him whatsoever. Okay, we're done with the bad man. We're done with the fucking bad man, guys. I'm going to wrap things up there, okay? And oh, I get to redirect you guys to WPIG. So WPIG, as I said, is back. They're back online. The internet issues are solved once more. So I'm going to redirect you guys to the WPIG stream so you guys can enjoy the content there. Which I assume they're still going, of course. I mean, hold on, are they? Hold on. Hey Phil, your stream's here. Hold on. Yeah, get this fucking shout out here. Go away, Phil, in your ugly ass face. Is WPIG still alive? Yes, they are.
More traditional.
So fantastic. I'm going to redirect you guys to WPIG stream. Just if I can just, you know, because, you know, they're back for the first time in a while, which is good. So yeah, I've been told to check the Discord. My Discord. Hold on. What is? Well, Jesus. So hold on. Dimmick shared this on the member Discord. For God's sake. What the? Yeah, that is nightmare fuel. That is just nightmare fuel. God almighty. Jesus Christ. Anyway, with that horrifying image fresh in our fucking heads, I am going to wrap things up there. Thank you very much for joining me for some robust bingo antics today. Remember, Phil has said that he's not planning to do a podcast tomorrow. It is going to be an extremely short show tomorrow, probably. I mean, I'm thinking maybe 20 to 40 minutes long. We're going to have a 3x3 bingo card for tomorrow's show, okay? So bingo's still happening, but it's going to be a smaller card, and it's going to be a lot shorter, show from Phil before he starts recording for a shitty gameplay. So yeah, we'll see if we can win bingo with a smaller card. If we can, then cool. If we can't, we'll try again on Friday, of course. But guys, I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you've had a fun time. And I hope you enjoy the rest of whatever you end up doing on this fine Wednesday or Thursday if you're in fucking Australia, like fucking Sunny is, for example. I'll redirect you guys to WPIG stream. After this is all said and done, you guys can say hi to ALT and welcome them back from being out of, disconnected from the internet for the last few days, essentially. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end how I always end by putting notorious PIG contributions made by supremely talented Pixar animations. So until tomorrow, guys, have a good one, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.
You son of a bitch, you found it. Renan Lemur found what I was trying to fucking find before. Alright, hold on. Yo, for those that doubted me, yeah, there you fucking go. For those that fucking doubted me, there you fucking go. What did I fucking tell you? What was it? Cafe Press? What website was it? I don't even know what the fuck it was, For God's sake. I forgot, yeah, but there you fucking go. Jesus Christ. It was real. It was a thing. Thank you, Renan Lemire, for finding that. Although, I don't know, I mean, maybe it would have been better undiscovered, you know what I mean? Maybe the world knows too much. We can never unsee that now. That's just, we can never unsee that now. God almighty, that is just what, why? Just, yeah. I had to see it, so you had to see it too. But on that note, I'm going to redirect you to WPIG. WPIG 1651, they're live right now. I'm going to redirect you guys to them. I don't think KLT knows yet. I don't think they're any the wiser, you know. So let's just fucking go over there. I'm going to put it back to the end screen, and then we'll redirect to WPIG and surprise the old bastard with a little raid.